24/7 video game podcast.
Oh yes, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. Podcast, I said.
I was just about to say.
Welcome. Special occasion, yeah.
Oh yes, as you can see, this is not our normal setup. Yeah, look at this. This is the, you see all the wires and everything. All that. This is weird, man. Where the hell are we? Exactly. We're at Cradle-Con. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Live in person.
Oh yes.
At the Cradle of Aviation.
Oh yes, the Cradle of Aviation Museum, Garden City, Long Island, New York.
Come on down.
Hell yeah, it's going on now. It's still continuing tomorrow, and yeah, we have the our guest moderator right over there. If he'd like to introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Paul DiStefano. I am a game designer and an author, and I'm here to ask these guys some questions just to throw them off.
Yes, nice. Yeah,
That works.
Love
and
it.
see where things go.
I love it.
All right.
Perfect.
And who are you, sir?
Oh,
They didn't introduce yourself.
oh yeah, that's right. I didn't introduce myself. That's right. I go by Alg857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Stikz.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Shock. What up?
Nice.
All right. Was that your first question?
All right, let's go with the first question. We're going to be talking about superhero video games in case people weren't aware of that yet.
Okay.
Now, my first superhero video game was on the Atari 2600, but I'm a little bit older than you guys, and it was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, absolutely.
Spider-Man.
Right?
That
already
was-
knew it.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first.
Oh, we
Awesome.
Yeah.
Spider-Man on the
It was
Atari
great.
2600. Yes.
at the time.
So,
I remember the windows.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, who's got a different first? What was your first superhero video game?
If this counts, it was Ninja Turtles for Nintendo.
I will count Ninja Turtles because the arcade game was fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah, they were superheroes.
Okay. And you're saying your first one was Spider-Man. You're actually
It was Spider-Man. I
It
remember that was oh my god. Every stage was the same. He couldn't
Yeah.
climb. You had to swing your web onto a wall to get him up. It was terrible. And then Green Goblin was at the top. And
Right.
I think on the hardest level, he was going this fast. I was like, I don't know how you're going to disarm that bomb.
and you had to be like absolutely pixel accurate.
Yes.
It was horrible. It was like the worst game ever.
At the time, I was like, this is great. But it,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
It didn't age great.
I was never
No.
like that.
You never liked it? I liked it back then.
No, but I have a worse game as my first.
What's that?
It would probably be Superman. No. Uncanny X-Men for NES.
Oh, that's bad.
Ooh.
And it was
yeah,
worse
that was
than
bad.
Spider-Man.
And it was
for the
worse.
2600.
That's only worse because it was so strangely buggy. And
It was not
just-
a game.
You're fighting the game more than playing the game.
I think I saw 2 levels in that game to this day.
It was terrible.
I don't think anyone's ever beaten it.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
There's no ending.
It turns into pixels. You're just a bunch of pixels.
Kill screen.
None of the characters represent themselves. I mean, if you're Wolverine, you're brown. You're brown and white, right? That's it. That's just the.
Well, there was the brown Wolverine costume for a while.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It
that
doesn't
time
look
the game
like-
came out, but
None of them look like them in the game. It is terrible. I mean, yeah. Listen, in Atari, they look more like the superheroes than that.
Spider-Man in blue and red.
Yeah,
He was recognizable, but he could have been
Could
Superman.
have been Superman.
Mine was Batman for the NES.
That's a good one to start on.
Yeah.
That's a
that was
fair game. Though.
That's actually the first one that I've actually gotten to play. Although I know about the Spider-Man for the Atari 2600. My older brother, 10 years older than me, never let me play it. So
Well,
Yeah,
that was
I
also a
got to
hard
wa-
game.
I
He's
got to
looking out
watch
for
him
you.
play.
He's looking out
Yeah,
for you.
exactly.
but that's a good introduction. That's
Yeah.
a solid.
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
little
good.
better than Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
But Batman was purple.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was purple. I was like, you let it slide though. You let it slide. 'cause, yeah.
And he was smaller than everybody. Like when he was fighting Joker was like this big and Batman was like that small.
Because it was a boss. So the boss has to be twice as big as the lead character.
That's true.
It's Hulk Joker.
Hulk Joker. Yes. I love Hulk Joker.
I don't think I ever seen the end of that game. Oh no, wait, I did.
Dennis?
I never beat. No, Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
I haven't seen past the second stage in the NES Batman.
Really?
Very
I
hard
beat the
game.
Joker at the end of the game. With I beat him with the freaking battering. He takes a lot of batarangs. A lot of freaking batarangs. What?
Talking to your microphone.
You go, really? I thought it was like right here. No, okay. There we go.
Definitely not.
So
That
Eric,
takes
what's
a
your
lot.
first?
I would say I almost want to say the same thing as terrible because I think it was the Spider-Man
on the Atari, right?
Right.
I'm almost positive it was, but I was mad young, so I don't remember playing it. I watched it.
I
more.
remember
Okay.
watching it more.
Okay.
Than
So
The
I would
Genesis ones are big for you.
I would probably say Spider-Man on the Genesis was the
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was probably like the one that I actually was playing rather than just watching it.
And you had a Genesis.
Yeah, and I loved that game at the time.
Yeah, no. Everything is in its time period.
Yeah.
So with all superhero games, there's basically two forms: beat 'em up or adventure. Right? It's either an RPG or it's Marvel Capcom. So let's talk about beat 'em ups. I don't care if it's at home or if you dropped a quarter. What was your favorite one?
Oh, jeez.
Favorite.
Beat 'em up.
I mean, all right, we're going comic book characters though, right? Don't have to do that.
Yeah, I'll
Superhero,
go
superhero?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja
Was
Turtles
a damn
counts,
good
right?
game in the arcade. That's an excellent game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
may or may not be your answer.
I think that's like default the answer.
I know.
I know, that's a good
I want
answer,
to. I want to go away
Because
from
nothing
it.
beats that.
because
Yeah.
that's the best one.
Because when you
What's
had
the
4
second?
players, that was phenomenal.
I want to say
So what's
that.
your second then? Besides the sequel.
I'm going to exclude Ninja Turtles the
Exclude
arcade
Ninja
because
Turtles,
that
but
is just perfect.
Because it's gold and you
that's-
can't touch
You
it.
can't touch it. Yeah.
Captain America and the Avengers.
Oh, that's another
Well, you can
good
go
one.
to the X-Men, which was almost a rip-off of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Right.
It was
Right?
before,
They
though.
really just slightly changed the graphics, and it was almost the identical gameplay.
I'm gonna go with Turbo, just a Captain America and the Avengers. That was 4 players.
in the arcade.
And
That
that
was really
one-
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was pretty dope.
Did it have Namor? Or was that another?
No,
game?
that was the
other one.
Spider-Man game.
That's the one I was thinking.
When he had
of.
the hunchback. When he's like walking
Namor
around.
was in it as a supporting character, but he was a playable character in the Spider-Man arcade.
Okay, so that's the one I was thinking.
Was he?
of.
Wow.
The Superman
I don't remember that.
He
arcade.
looked terrible.
That was
Terrible.
at the
Yeah.
time. I
Okay, we're
liked
going
it. I
back a
liked
few years.
Let me see. X-Men arcade, rockin' 6-player.
That was-
Yeah,
That was-
that's the rare one.
That was amazing. Yeah, I played that one. And that Spider-Man arcade game, that was Spider-Man, Black Cat, Hawkeye, and Game.
Yeah, okay, I know that.
Yes,
What the hell was that called?
Spider-Man in the arcade, I
Spider-Man.
think.
but not in.
I never knew the damn name.
I don't know the name either.
I thought they had it here at one point.
Yeah,
I thought they had it
Upstairs?
had it here at the.
They might have, yeah.
I'm sure they.
They may have. It was upstairs in the corner, maybe.
It's not there now. I was there before.
Because they didn't know the name of it either.
And you can't forget the Punisher and Nick Fury game.
Punisher was dope.
That was good.
Punisher was dope.
Hell yeah.
But that was like Final Fight, so of course. It was,
Yeah.
With guns.
Classic.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, disregarding arcades, they also had like the Maximum Carnage for Super Nintendo. They had those with the red cartridge.
Yeah.
They had those. They had a sequel to that too, but I don't know if it
Separation
was as
anxiety.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
like
like two
those
players.
those were big, and obviously the X-Men on Genesis.
Yeah. Mainly the
weird
second
ones.
one.
Mainly the second one, yes.
Because you shouldn't lose mutant power if you have Wolverine's claws. Like,
No,
why are you losing
no,
mutant
that's
power?
not a mutant
That's not
power.
a mutant power.
No, it just hurts more on your hand.
Alvin, I didn't hear your choice of best beat 'em up.
Oh, my choice would be Superman in the arcade.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And that was with Shazam.
Shazam.
That was
Shazam and Superman, yeah.
No, I used to like that one because it turned into
Yeah.
a shooter.
I didn't know.
yeah.
I didn't know about Shazam back then, so I called him the Red Superman.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, you know, like the player 2.
They call him like the evil. He was like the evil Superman
Yeah.
in part 3 or whatever. Yeah.
So that covers beat 'em up. Now, if you go on to like role playing, where you actually have to go and do things besides punch the snot out of the guy next to you, and this is probably not arcade because it's not games where you can play it in 2 minutes.
Probably talking like Alliance and stuff.
Alliance,
Yeah.
Arkham series,
Right, right.
Yeah.
you know.
I still count Arkham as a
Telltale's
beat 'em up,
good
though.
too.
Yes.
The Batman Telltale
Yes.
series. Is a
So
good
what one is the one when somebody says, "I want to play one superhero adventure game"?
Arkham.
That's not. Well, that's,
Any,
well, that's not a fair question.
I'm not here to be
We're
fair.
gonna skip this question.
Me personally, I would say if you want to play a superhero
Mike
adventure game,
and the mic.
you're gonna want to play Spider-Man for PS4.
Yeah.
I would agree with that one.
Really?
I would agree with that one over Batman.
I wouldn't disagree with that, but to change it up, I actually had a coworker ask me this question. He wanted to play a Batman game, and he's not familiar with the Batman games. And he asked me, "What game should I play? Like, is there a good Batman game?" And I'm like,
So I recommended the Arkham series.
TurboGrafx.
I said
Turbo-
start with the Arkham series. I was like, pick any of the games, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. And he picked
trilogy.
Arkham Knight.
You didn't get the trilogy?
Arkham Knight's great.
I told him to start from the beginning.
The trilogy would have
Yeah, I
been the
told him
perfect
to do that,
choice.
but he disregarded
Straight
whatever.
to Arkham Knight.
He went straight to
But
Arkham Knight. Yeah,
it's a good game.
But he loves
and
it.
it stands alone. It's strong.
He loves
it's
it,
good
and I'm like,
plot.
You could jump into that
I'm
one.
like,
And the
just start
graphics
from the
rock.
beginning.
Yeah.
Go
now we're
back.
getting,
You're
now we're
still
talking
gonna
about games
enjoy
that
it.
actually look like the heroes do,
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
Lego.
Not like
Yeah.
not like
Actually,
Lego.
Legos are
They're great
Pretty
games.
good.
Well, okay,
Oh, yeah.
talking of Lego, yeah,
pretty
Lego
good.
Batman
all of
That
them. yeah.
Lego.
is surprisingly solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people avoid it because it says Lego.
Exactly.
But like the Lego Star Wars games are astounding.
They're
amazing.
epic. Yeah.
They're,
Like the
they're
new one,
really
yeah.
amazing games, and Lego Batman might be the best Batman game. It's almost embarrassing.
Yeah, right.
Right, here's Arkham Knight. But I like the Lego guy. And there's something about it that there's something really cool about doing the Lego, the collection of all the little bits and stuff like that, which don't make sense in Batman's world. They only make sense in Lego's world.
Right.
All the Legos have their charm, though.
They really do.
That's true.
There's some solid stuff. So if we were just doing Batman, just Batman, Arkham Knight, just one.
That's
you
my
can't
top.
say the trilogy.
I would say Asylum. I still go with the first.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, shit.
Now, is that because it has the soft spot in your heart because it was the first time you played it and it was like, oh my God, this feels like playing Batman?
I was more of a fan of the linear aspect of it rather than the open world.
Oh,
For me personally.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm
A lot of people
disagreeing
like-
hard
yeah,
on
see,
that.
A lot of people like the open world. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That doesn't see. I want the adventure of. I should have gone the other direction first.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
like a solid story where the developers made it the perfect way that they wanted to do it.
Yeah, and that way it's more like a comic book.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
page 1. This is page 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like screwing with the story and
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with
Going
that.
a little
Yeah,
off.
more freedom.
Arkham
That's so
City
tou- that's
definitely
so
made you
tough.
feel like Batman. That like legit made you feel like Batman. You could,
Yeah.
you know, go after different crimes that were going on. You choose to, you know.
I always feel guilty about picking which one I like all the time, and
The other ones won't get mad.
Like
They're not here.
It's
we
a
can
hard
talk
choice.
about them.
It is a hard choice.
because like Arkham City had the best boss fights out of the entire series.
no,
Okay.
Origins.
Easily.
Origins had
Goes,
a better.
it goes hand in hand, I
Origins is
think.
real
But
good.
changing up your plan against Mr. Freeze every single time you hit him
That was
differently.
one of my
I thought that was
favorites.
a very
That was-
innovative
yeah,
way.
that
of
is
fighting
brilliant
boss.
fight.
So that always pops up in my head that they knocked it out the park with the boss battles. But when you go to Arkham Knight, they knocked it out the park with the content. So much content, so many costumes, so many challenge modes, playable characters.
Yeah.
And they got the Michael Keaton 1989 Black Batman suit, man. I can't vote against that.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah,
I
that's a rough
can't.
one to beat.
Plus, you can put the
And
music
they
in.
have the 89 Batmobile on there too.
Oh, see, I can't vote against that, man. It hurts.
It's not cheating. It's okay.
Which
Nobody's
one's
gonna
not
get mad.
okay.
Which Batman game actually had the 89 Batman? Was it just a Genesis one or no?
Genesis.
Genesis did. Yeah.
It was a Genesis.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. What about Batman and Robin on Genesis?
Batman Robin Genesis.
The
was,
adventure one?
The
The one
animated
by
one.
Treasure?
That's a tough one.
That was the animated one. From the
That was
animated
the
series.
anime,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
That was like Gunstar Heroes.
Yes.
That was,
All right.
that was
Back,
another
backing
family
away
tough.
from Batman.
Mhm.
I don't want to know a game. What character was the worst portrayal of a hero in a video game? Where they just totally ruined what the character was. What one did you play and go,
Oh shoot.
that's not Wolverine? When did Wolverine get eye beams? You know, there's sometimes they just do something so stupid.
Yeah. You know
Like the
what?
first appearance of Deadpool in the movies. It's like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
not
that
Deadpool.
Right.
This is some other dude.
was-
So sometimes
That
it's
was
due to
good.
technology and sometimes due to game balance. But
Right.
what did you play and go, that's not that guy?
X-Men 1 for the Genesis.
Wolverine.
claws being using up
Energy.
mutant power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Again, that
bullshit.
had to be for game balance.
Right.
But like it made it seem like Wolverine had like a really bad fatigue problem.
And his posture wasn't Wolverine. Like in part 2, you know, he's just like hunched over with the claws. But this one, he's just sitting there like an idiot.
So he was sulky Wolverine.
He was like he looked like a piece of paper.
I mean, he did have that picture. He was soaking in that.
Yeah,
in
but-
that meme picture.
We got to go back to it was Genesis. The graphics weren't super great. But yeah, he kind of stood kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, ooh, I
2
got-
did it so
ahead.
much better.
I would probably say Iron Man Exo Man War. I don't think that represented them at all.
Okay.
Correctly.
That one, when you play it, looks like they designed a game and then got the Iron Man license.
Yes, yes.
I would have to go with that one though. 'cause
That's
that
exactly
was
that type of thing.
Such a disappointment.
Good pick.
There's a lot of things Iron Man could do that you can't do in that game. Like the uni beam, I don't really remember that. I remember he was just shooting pellets out of his hands.
That's all he
That was
did.
probably-
Pellets.
They looked like pellets. They didn't even look like. They didn't look like repulsives. It was repulsive, but it didn't
Oh,
look like
God.
repulsive.
Oh man, there goes bad joke.
They had a
number
low
one.
budget. They couldn't do
boy.
beams. It was just a pellet.
It's like little circle pellets coming out. It was like okay, like that was that. Anyone play Silver Surfer? That was like a shooter.
I heard it was terrible.
I played
Dude.
it. It was stupid hard.
Was that a bad representation of Silver Surfer?
I never had a representation of Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer's a weird character to start.
Yeah.
So how do you turn that into a video game? I'm almost all powerful. And I can kind of make my new powers as needed. And besides, I'm on a surfboard and I have hand beams. Like every couple of episodes, it's like, okay, he needs a new ability. So when that shows up in the video game, it's like, okay, maybe it's just an issue I missed.
Just fly on a surfboard. I mean, I guess
He was awesome in Alliance. He was
In
very
Marvel,
good.
Alliance, it was great. Yeah, he was great in that. And that's
Marvel
the only time-
Alliance, favorite character.
who was I? Who was I? It's been a while now.
I'm
probably
Ultimate
gonna-
Alliance 3, I was Thor all the time.
I don't remember who I played.
I switched a lot of characters in that.
I always played
Yeah,
Punisher.
but who's your guy? Everyone has the first one you go
Spider-Man.
to.
Ooh, I know.
He's
Wolverine, Punisher,
Captain Marvel was also another go.
Wolverine, and Captain America was a lot.
Did I pick who was in that?
A lot. Everybody was.
Everybody.
great.
Every
Beta
character.
Ray Bill is there.
Did I pick Rogue? I'm not sure who I picked.
No, Rogue. Rogue wasn't in.
That was
You
a-
had to pick the one that's not in the game.
Exactly. I don't remember. I couldn't even tell you I picked in 3. And we just played that.
No, we just played. Cable's a great one. He was a great character.
Cable's a cool character.
Gambit's also awesome
Gambit
in that.
was, yeah,
Gambit's
that's one of my
great.
go-tos. Gambit was.
Then you
awesome.
chose Punisher.
Yeah,
Punisher to me is like
he's not a superhero.
Yeah,
I know.
he's
That's
a
why.
dude with an attitude and a gun.
That's why I like him, man. He's a vigilante.
And they don't even pump him up with some wild power. You think, give him something great. No,
no,
he's a dude with an attitude and a gun.
He's a dude with an attitude,
Lots
with
of
a gun, and he's the world's best interrogator. And
Okay, that's the PC way of saying torturer.
Jack Bauer, man. Yeah, exactly. He's the Jack Bauer of comic book characters. But yeah, no, I always loved the Punisher's story, and I always loved how, for that fact that he's not really a superhero, you know what I mean? But he can hold his own with other superheroes.
But when you watch like the Netflix series, there's no way a human can withstand that torture.
Oh no,
That guy, that's his super ability. Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
that man should have been dead several episodes before the end of the season.
Yeah, he has he has the drive.
So he
man,
has resilience.
Oh yeah.
But that's about it.
That's a superpower. That's how RoboCop was made.
Yeah.
That's how bad game, by the way. Bad game.
Arcade was good. Arcade was good. But I don't know. Who did I have? I had Spider-Man. I had Venom. I had
Everybody does Spider-Man.
Hulk.
You gotta.
Venom was dope.
Hulk was okay. It depends on who you guys picked.
I think you picked Hulk.
I did
from
have
what I
him.
remember.
I
You
did
picked
have
Hulk.
him.
That's because he's wearing the green shirt.
He had the cheap ass. Yeah, exactly.
Because of the color, yeah. No, but he could take a lot of hits and he was powerful. So yeah, I probably picked him. But I don't remember.
I got a question for all you guys. I heard that there was an Iron Man game that came out on PS3. Have any of you played it?
Are you talking about the VR one?
No.
There's another one?
No, it actually came out on PS3, PlayStation
When?
3.
like an Iron Man.
It was like an 08 maybe, 08, before the actually
They
right
sold
after
more
the
than
movie.
4 copies.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Because they had like a Captain America game too.
Yeah, it was a licensed game.
yes.
It was a licensed game that came out right after the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah, about the movies.
No, I never played it though.
No.
Same thing with the Captain America one. I never
Yeah,
same thing too.
Yeah.
Played it.
And did they have a Thor or no? Or did they try to?
I don't think there was a Thor. I heard it was mediocre. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
And we don't have to talk about it.
But yeah. Just curious to know if you guys played it. That's
Never happened.
all right.
So
It's a thing.
thinking back of adventure games like Arkham, okay? The whole
right.
series, not saying any one of them. What's a hero you would like to see in that game? Who do you want to be? Now, Batman gets to do his kind of investigating in the dark type thing and then beating the crap out of people. But who's a character who you want to see go through a journey in a video game? Who do you want to be?
In the Arkham world.
No.
any-
I'm talking
what
any
character?
Marvel. I don't
Any
care.
Marvel.
Wildstorm, anything.
Who hasn't been?
What's a game you're designing the game right now, and you right now you can walk over to Guest Alley and pay $500 to whoever created whatever character you want and buy it. Who is it?
I would like to see a remake of the Punisher game.
This man has an addiction.
I love it.
Oh, he does love the
He loves
Punisher.
the Punisher.
I love it. I love
And
it.
he has been begging for an actual
But I've been
movie.
wanting a remake of that game.
But who hasn't been done right that you'd like to see?
I would like to see. I would like to see Daredevil.
Solid.
Daredevil, I think would be a great pick.
MCU Daredevil,
Hmm.
where he's like this gritty.
Get
guy
that-
doing that hallway fight that lasts
Yes.
way too long.
Yes. Because
Yeah,
I
want to play that. You guys know the scene I'm talking about. right?
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
play that fight.
I look at Sifu. I look
it's
at
in Sifu.
I like. Yeah, no. So I'm saying I look
Yeah.
at Sifu. I'm like, well, that was taken right from fucking Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they took
Give
it.
me a stage where I have to go through that fight without getting killed.
yeah. I
And
think
make
that'd
it,
be dope.
8 minutes long.
All right, yes.
Yeah, make that fight mad long. Yeah, hell yeah.
One camera shot following him the whole way.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's a good idea.
Daredevil,
Great scene.
that's solid. Did you see the guy who's Daredevil cosplaying today?
I saw someone outside.
Fabulous.
Yeah, looked
And
real
did you
good.
see somebody who played pre-costume Daredevil? He was just all in black with a black thing over his face covering his eyes.
Yeah,
Really clever.
That's awesome.
Very funny.
it's the easiest one. It's the easiest one to do.
Oh yeah.
So who else? Daredevil's. That's
like-
awesome.
Superman needs a good game.
Yeah.
He needs a good modern
The
game.
problem with Superman is
Many
the guy's
problems.
almost invulnerable. And in a video game,
Many
if you're
problems.
born into God mode, is it really fun? See, Batman's just a guy. We could beat the crap out of Batman. Superman, it takes a lot to make him heroic unless everybody is equipped with a kryptonite dagger or something, and then it becomes like something silly.
Just get battle android troopers with kryptonite.
There you go.
And they just send them out.
Lex Luthor all day. He got this. He knows.
They'll
what's
be like
up.
foot soldiers.
Yeah, who would you have as your bad guy? Lex Luthor and a bunch of.
Luthor would be in the background, but like,
Brainiac.
Metallo is his name? What was his name? Brainiac, yeah.
But it's hard to translate an invulnerable character into a video game. That's God mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know-
you gotta have like cosmic people after him or something. So,
Yeah,
like,
there's got to be something, and then it becomes so big it becomes silly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it
does it
becomes
actually work as a
Dragon
game?
Ball. It happened in Dragon Ball.
and also the location. The location can't be in a city because you're gonna destroy the whole fucking city if Superman.
Yeah, but I want to play that game.
I do too. I do too. But
Like
I mean,
Godzilla destroy all monsters. So I don't care about the other monster. I want to take down the city.
So you want a Black
That's
Adam,
the best part.
Black Adam game.
A black.
Black Adam game.
That's where you can do that.
You know, with The Rock doing his movie,
there you go.
it's not impossible that is being developed as we speak.
And
Could be.
Shazam, probably both of them.
Who's another hero that's missing a game?
And not Silver Surfer. I think Green Lantern. think a green
He
like
had one,
nowadays
a bad one.
a good Green Lantern game could be done today.
Like with a team of them.
You
the
can.
whole
You do a
team?
team?
No, no.
You
What
can.
you need is the ability to like press a button and then a menu of what objects are you gonna use to beat this next guy. And like, okay, here's the ramp, here's a car, here's a gun, and then you choose the different thing. It's basically an infinite inventory system.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
That is true.
And you can
And you
do
can take-
anybody from the Lantern Corps, right? It doesn't have to be Green Lantern himself.
Nah, be the alien guy.
You got a whole
Alien, dude.
slew of aliens you could pick from. Give them all slightly different powers.
And you can make it co-op.
And you can make a co-op. Yeah. With multiple Green Lantern.
we got
Green
ideas
Lantern
here.
core adventure game. That would be cool.
I would like a 97 animated X-Men game
From the
With-
96.
with the new style of mechanics, the way you fight. But that's a team. If it's one person, I would have liked to get a good representation of what a Spawn game could be. Instead of what
They can do
come
that
out
now.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they can do it.
Especially
They gotta
now.
get the
If you
movie
go
out.
up someone and you're
chains.
special, all of a sudden chains come shooting out your chest, tearing somebody
Yeah.
apart.
and some of the magic. Like, I would like to see them actually do a good representation.
I would
Plus,
like
you
to
could
see
fight-
that the way they do some of the Star Wars games now, where you level up different skills on a skill tree. And if Spawn leveled up, thorns on his fists or hooks coming out of his chest, that could be pretty wild, actually.
And if they put the
Would you
countdown
for-
back in, it would be a cool mechanic for a game. Can't use all your powers, you die. But they killed that. They got rid of it. But I would like to see the Violator and my Bulger and all of them. It would be cool.
Yeah.
Go in like a fiery pit and fight on one stage. It would be dope. It would be dope.
I actually just
We
thought,
could use a Spawn game. He's just been in what, Mortal Kombat?
With a cape, with a cape, optional, but with a cape.
Stallion actually just brought up a point when you said co-op. I just thought Fantastic Four could definitely be a game.
Oh yeah, they had a bad one way back.
Oh yeah, no, but that's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
never
but
been
that
really-
was a beat 'em up. That wasn't really an RPG
That
type
wasn't it.
thing.
But they could.
I mean, they did
Mr.
Guardians of the
Fantastic
Galaxy pretty well. So I
Yeah.
mean, doing the Fantastic Four
And the
like
new
that.
Avengers.
they could
Yeah.
do it. They could do it.
They can pull it off now.
There's a lot of shit they can
Yeah,
do.
Guardians is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't played it. Chalk, you love it though.
That Guardians of the Galaxy game is amazing, absolutely amazing, and the soundtrack along with the game just stupid great experience.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
instantly.
Can't stream it.
But they do have a stream mode though.
All right, great experience. If you had a choice, who would you be in a first-person VR game?
Who would I be in a
Who
first
would you want to be?
person-
A hero.
Yeah,
I want to be the guy at the McDonald's drive-thru.
I'm already that now.
Yeah.
at a time.
So who would you want to experience the world in VR? I mean, Spider-Man, you'd probably throw up after the first 3 minutes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about motion sickness.
Yeah.
I would probably say probably Superman.
To fly.
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
just
I
to
was like,
fly. I
Superman.
would fly around.
Again,
Yeah.
iffy whether or not it works in a video game.
Right.
Because, like, guys shooting at you, so.
I would.
I don't have to dodge. What the heck?
Yeah, I can just
Just
fly
gonna walk
wherever I
up the
want.
street and punch him.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I know they have this in
Superman's
VR.
really hard to do. But yeah, it would be cool to fly like that in first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Spawn first person. You turn that into like a nice McFarlane horror story. That would be one of those things where you take off the headset because you just freaked out halfway through the game.
Yeah, that's too much.
We've all had that moment.
It would probably turn to like a Telltale game.
Yeah. Yeah, it
That'd
would.
be nice.
I could deal with that. Shoot.
For
Maybe-
VR experience.
But I'm getting sick because VR, you move too fast, you're gonna
You get
throw up
sick,
everywhere.
yeah.
Well, they made a. They already
So
made
it would work for Wolverine.
It would work
Because, you know, if you had a controller in each hand, you could actually slash your enemies.
That's actually
and
pretty
he's not going too fast or anything.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Wolverine would work.
They have a VR. Whatchamacallit, Iron Man. I
Yeah.
think that would be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't tried.
Oh
it.
yeah, they do.
Have anybody
yeah.
done it?
No,
I haven't tried it. No.
For
I
hero,
think that'd be cool, man. You put on the headset, you feel like the helmet is on.
Storm might work. I think Storm. would
Storm, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Storm
What
would-
about
interesting.
if it's Bishop, but it plays like a Gears of War game in VR?
that would be kind of sick.
That could be kind of fun. Yeah.
You want Bishop in his home territory.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what? I think that is Gears of War.
yeah. That is. I can see it happening in VR.
Gears in VR. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say for
Unlicensed.
hero, I would say Thor, but say you could play a villain, I would be Joker.
You want
I
to be the
think that would
Joker?
be
Joker.
insane.
That's
You
interesting.
are
Far
Joker.
too much talking.
Okay, but also, what Joker?
Yeah, yeah.
The Arkham Joker. That's the only Joker.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Hamill.
I would go with
Voices.
that version of Joker. You can be a complete psychopath and just get away with everything.
You know they never represented like the Dark Knight's Joker in a video game? Not once.
Heath Ledger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never had a representation. I mean, obviously, he couldn't play the part, but
No, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. That's based on.
is it based on
It
him?
looks like him.
Dude, you what?
Not based on him.
That's
Mortal Kombat. It looks like
No.
a Heath Ledger a little. bit.
I.
It looks like no Joker.
Dude,
The smile thing.
you bugging?
But that's every Joker.
Exactly. The smile.
No, it's
That's
like
not really narrowing it down, except it's not Joaquin
the
Phoenix. That's
scar,
about it.
like the scar smile. Like
Every
not
Joker
the-
made after that had that same Joker smile.
Yeah, it just became a thing.
Yeah.
But-
But he's not. He's
All
not
right,
represented.
villain-centric games. Everybody played Venom. All right, in Alliance, everybody gave Venom a swing.
Yeah.
Who you want a villain-centric game to be? Doesn't have to be VR.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Magneto's cool.
All right, but I'm gonna go with he's kind of gray, man. I'm not sure he's really villain.
Okay.
Oh, you mean Joseph?
He's merely misunderstood.
I like characters like that though. They're like
No, those are the
they're
best
on the-
characters.
They're like on the you don't know if they're good, you don't know if they're bad.
But okay,
I like
maybe
those guys.
Magneto, just because you want to, do that thing where you get to torture Wolverine. Who
I'll
else is a bad guy you want to step into their shoes and play in a game? And
I'll
what would
pick-
be the cool power?
I'll pick Magneto because he got with Rogue, and I like Rogue.
wow.
Okay, whoa. It's
a
not
perk.
that kind of channel.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a perk. It's a perk.
Yeah.
So go ahead. You guys go. I think of another.
Whoa. Whoa. You need some time alone, dude?
Need some cold water.
Actually, a rogue game would be cool if each level you got to steal somebody else's power.
Yeah.
And that works kind of like
Mega Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a Kirby Mega Man or like Lego where you switch out who you are.
Yeah.
Except you stay the same character. That would actually work pretty. How come nobody's done that?
That's interesting.
What the hell? That seems kind of obvious now that we talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue
I mean,
is not
and
half bad.
She doesn't even always
Didn't she
make it
do
on
that?
the roster with the rest of the X-Men in games sometimes.
She did it in
Fucked
the
up.
fighting game though, didn't she? She was able to take powers.
Yeah, in X-Men versus Street Fighter,
Yeah, she
which
could
they
do
have
the
upstairs
super
in the,
energy.
in the Cradle of Aviation. She could do a grab move, a command grab, and
And she could snatch your powers.
she would steal a fireball.
Right.
So she was like
uppercut.
Kirby. basically.
Yeah, she's totally cool.
It's pretty awesome.
And Kirby's the most powerful of all time. So she's probably the most powerful.
Kirby's the most powerful.
Yeah, man.
I hate
I've
Kirby.
seen the list.
Wow.
It ends up being Kirby.
Oh.
But it's crazy. But he can just take everyone.
Any other villains anybody wants to be? Magneto, cool. If we're calling him a villain, cool. He's not always a villain.
Yeah.
Name a villain who's always been a villain. Comic books always switch. it up.
Joker's always.
Kang.
Yeah. Actually,
He's not
He wasn't
called Kang,
represented.
the guy who shows up at the front door.
he wasn't
He is
represented.
the conqueror.
But he wasn't represented as a villain on a TV show quite yet.
Yet, because he was.
Yeah, exactly.
He just showed up as almost a cameo,
Yeah.
and he didn't have the cool eye makeup or anything yet, so I'm not sure that quite counts.
Shout out to Bizarre. He said, was it Kingpin? William Fisk.
Kingpin.
Kingpin. Okay.
You know what? If you did Kingpin as like a Civ game, and you had to like run jobs and say like, I'm going to hire this guy and make money
Put-
and hire goons,
You gotta run the city. Yeah.
that could be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty.
That
cool.
wouldn't be half bad.
But like
Better than
Mob
Penguin.
Boss Simulator.
Yeah.
Mob Boss Simulator.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. But he's a decent mob boss, so why
Yeah,
not?
that's not very bad. good at it. Be like a
So
mafia game.
favorite characters that should be superheroes but aren't. So I'm thinking things like your favorite guy from Mortal Kombat, going backwards. Who would you take out of a video game? And yeah, okay, we had like Sub-Zero, Issue Zero, stuff like that. We had stuff like that come out as comics. But who would you take from a video game and turn into comic media?
Oh.
I'm thinking opposite already, but
Dante from Devil May Cry.
he had comics. He had comics.
Okay.
He's had comics?
I believe so.
And I
Devil May
think
I know
Cry-
he had an anime.
Yeah, anime definitely.
Yeah,
did have an
He
anime.
had to have had some type of. Yeah, but I can't. Name
I
it.
haven't seen it, so it doesn't count.
It's still who you'd want to see.
So you want
But who do you want to be a superhero or villain that started as a video game?
Mario. As a villain, as Mario, but actual villain.
An actual villain, Ganondorf.
Ganon is a villain, though.
Yeah.
No, but he started as video game as a comic book.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Going from games to comics rather than the other way around.
Gandalf would be a decent comic
Yeah.
for a miniseries. That'd work out.
Well, they'd have to expand it a little.
what video game?
Yeah, most of the stuff I played has like God of War has already representations of things that have been comics,
Yeah.
in
Right.
books and everything.
Yeah, you got God of War comics.
Anyone who's like worthy of being a villain, Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
Yes, I want to see the whole lore of that whole world.
Is there a comic
That's worth
for Zero? There's not a comic for Zero, is there?
Mega Man's so all over the place? It's probably.
I would.
definitely-
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
I'd be
manga. or
I'm
something.
going to say
I'm sure
probably, but maybe not in English.
there's a- Yeah,
probably.
probably. Yeah, I'm sure there's a manga somewhere.
But
yeah.
the Wily, like a Wily War, like storyline,
Ah.
Yeah.
just to see how he grew up and became as evil as he is. He's old, man. He's got a lot of
That's
history.
true. That's true.
Is
You could go so many different places with Dr. Wily because you could have him kidnap people and turn them into robots against their will.
Exactly.
And,
make him vicious?
That could be really grit.
yeah, that could be really dark.
Yeah.
Which it isn't, but when you really think about it, ooh.
It could be on Prime, Mad Blood.
With the eyebrows, right? The eyebrows.
Yeah, man. I can see that on
So going back really video game oriented, what video game has the worst control scheme?
Evil Within is one of them. Worst control scheme.
Yeah.
But there's worse than that.
Because there's some games,
Anything.
and you know what's actually really cool? If you go back and look at the first reviews of Halo,
Yeah.
where they had what now is the standard left stick, right stick controls,
yeah.
they said it was unusable because it was so hard to think that one of your thumbs turns you and the other one moves you. And now it is de facto the
Yeah.
best way to get around.
Oh my god.
So I can say GoldenEye because I hate the way
Oh, wow.
I
yeah.
can say that then, right?
That didn't age well. that
GoldenEye was
controls.
cruel.
That was the norm back then, though. So everybody
Yeah.
was used to it.
They hadn't come up with anything better yet. And also the controller itself
It was
didn't have
made for
enough
it.
stuff.
But it was made differently than every other controller, so people got used to the analog being in the middle.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the buttons there. But play it now, the worst control scheme.
Are we excluding the Connect?
What are you thinking?
It's a game.
Because like any game that,
Any
that came
Kinect
out
game.
from
Wow.
Connect is horrible, man. It's unplayable.
How about the Wii? I mean, things on the Wii, you swing 3 or 4 times and wait for your guy on screen to move. So
There were some games
Yeah.
like it. Yeah,
you
everything
get
wasn't.
tracking errors.
Oh, man.
Anything didn't have the Wii Plus. They didn't have that add-on.
Yeah.
so.
Now, I know you said you like linear games, Okay. But
Listen, I just played.
But-
Elden Ring is a huge open world game. I enjoy
yes,
my
Elden Ring
open
is
world
massive.
games.
But sometimes you come up with something, right? You end up with, I'm the Punisher, with no ammo in the last room, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any memory of something that happened in a game that happened just because the way you played it and made this amazing moment that made the game sterling cool because just something wild happened? Something open world, obviously. Because linear, it's not going to happen.
It was made to happen precisely the way it was meant to be.
There's all these games where, ammo, you're out of ammo. Can I kill that guy with half a clip? And oh man, I screwed myself over. And then you figure out, well, if I stand right here, he gets wedged between those two cartons and he can't move. Does anything ever create a story for you because of the way you played? That's mine. Gears of War, getting a freaking general stuck between two carts on a moving train, and I'm able to just plink at him with a pistol.
Is that the
It
last
took
boss?
like an hour,
The last
but he
boss?
couldn't get me.
The last boss of part 1.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you remember? Do you remember?
Absolutely. You can't beat him, otherwise you
He's an
got to cheat.
asshole. What an asshole.
So is there anything that happened in a game that was just like, wow, this is cool?
Well, you remember on Diablo 2, wasn't it? When we got to the end, and he did the exact same thing you just said. He got stuck between two things.
He had
We were
he had a horde of people he was with, but he went ahead of everyone, and he got stuck. And we said,
and he blocked. He blocked everybody. We
If
weren't
the
strong
game
enough.
breaks, you're not cheating.
We weren't strong
Exactly.
enough. We probably would not have beat it at that time.
we hacked
but
him to
you're like,
pieces.
hey, what happened there? Let's take advantage.
that was fucking
That
fun.
happened to me in Arkham Origins. Yeah, man. I forgot which boss fight it was, but he was stuck in the wall. And I was like,
Well, apparently there were glitches galore in that. So yeah.
oh, it was riddled with
I
glitches.
never
but
get that lucky.
The first Halo, last stage, you drive the Warthog all the way across the back of the Pelican. No, not the back of the ship, right? Right. And you get to the end and you have to get out. And my policy is like, you kill everything in sight, or you're not winning. But the thing is, they kind of trick you because the enemies just keep coming. You have to run for the ship. If you don't run for the ship,
You're trying to kill everybody.
die. Period. No matter how many rockets, no matter how many shotgun shells you have, you're gonna die. Just run for the ship. I had to learn that a couple times.
I just hate those bats.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, Arc the Lad 2. Arc the Lad 2 is one of the most difficult strategy role players I've ever played in my life, with the most cheapest last boss that attacks randomly whenever the fuck it wants to. It was probably one of the few games I almost quit playing because the last boss was so cheap. But there's one part where the two main characters, if certain things happen during the battle, they both glow at the same time, and you could unleash this crazy attack. I was getting demolished, and the guy had like maybe a decent amount of energy left, and I'm like, fuck it. And then I saw the two main characters in the front glowing. I said, holy shit, if I do this, he can fucking die. That's holy shit. I hit the button, and it like took just enough to kill the guy. And I was like, fuck this game. I don't care about the ending. I'm done with it. I don't even care. That's how mad it got me. But I remembered, like, I wasn't built up enough at that time. The boss was just one of those cheap ass bosses. But I do remember that as one of those.
That game was
Yeah.
difficult.
All right, going back to superhero games, best boss fight. The one where you really did a fist pump at the end and it felt right.
And a superhero.
Mr. Freeze.
That was fun.
Mr. Freeze in Arkham City, I think it was, right?
Arkham City, yeah.
Arkham
Yeah,
City.
that was
Okay,
dope,
so
yeah.
that's a good one.
That blew my mind, man. How you have to systematically like take him down. He was invincible, and he could get through all your traps.
Yeah.
And then it's just like,
You hit me,
oh,
and he goes,
wow.
no.
Yeah. No. When you finally figure it out, it's and you can't do the same trap the second time. I'm like, this is brilliant.
Trying to think of
Brilliant boss fight.
I get hyped on the bosses from the Capcom versus games, like Apocalypse and
Oh, okay.
like all of them.
Apocalypse.
Those are the only ones I could really like determine me getting hyped over beating. Yeah, I mean they were huge at the time. Like they were bigger than anything you ever fought.
Yeah.
And as far as bosses, I was like, oh, that's pretty damn amazing. Because they like in Street Fighter, I mean, Bison's not the big giant on the screen. Right. But those characters, they always had something big at the end. And they always had like 3 or 4 like forms. And you're like, all right, I beat it. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I beat it. Oh no, you didn't. So and they're overpowered. So yeah, I mean, I got pretty excited back then at beating those guys.
Turbo. Maybe Magneto and XMen for Genesis.
Oh, because he was cheesy.
Yeah.
Because he was cheesy. Very, very cheesy.
I think Magneto for
Yes. when
But
we
did
beat-
you feel satisfied
Yes.
beating
Yeah,
him?
Yes.
I was like, we beat this game. How many times did we beat it? It's not that many times.
Probably one.
We probably put,
I don't remember being in more once.
I got hyped beating Shredder and Ninja Turtles for Nintendo. The
Oh,
first
yeah. Yeah.
So if that counts,
Oh,
jeez,
the
man, that game is
scrolls.
stupid.
Hold-
hard.
Hold on, you
Scroll.
beat that game?
Turtles 1?
I don't know how to
I
beat it
never
without
beat.
scrolling.
I
Yeah,
never
that
beat
was
that.
rough. You gotta do it with scrolls.
You gotta do it with-
Oh my god.
You got
I never
scrolls
beat
and you
that
got
either.
Donatello. And
Nah,
get
I'm
it
good.
going.
I'm not interested in playing that game every day. But
Yeah, I tap
Spider-Man-
out after if it's too much.
Spider-Man Miles Morales,
Ooh,
that boss fight was fueled with emotion and
the boss.
the final boss in the game.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no, I haven't played it yet, man. I haven't played it yet.
Okay, so yeah, you're fighting the Tinker, and it's just an emotionally fueled fight, and it's going crazy because they're not holding back on each other. Like one time, I threw the boss out the window, literally. I mean, and they came right back, but it was so cool. Like I was like, oh, like is this open? Nope. She came right back through the wall, and I
That was a dope fight.
this
Wow.
is crazy.
I played that, man.
Especially considering what you did in the regular Spider-Man, they really went overboard in that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something that's mostly missing from video games is we rarely see alter egos. Right? You see Bruce Banner for a couple of seconds when he shows up and hulks out. But we never get to see Peter Parker fighting to make his rent. Right? But that's seriously a huge part of the character, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, who are you going to ask out tonight? They don't have this side track. Who would you want to be that's the non-powered version?
Alter
Like
ego,
it would be
that's-
cool to be Matt Murdock and like do like courtroom drama.
Oh, like a Phoenix Wright type of courtroom.
Yes,
Okay.
you're doing
How
cool would that
lawyer-
be?
You're doing
That'd be
lawyer stuff,
cool.
yeah, definitely.
I could see
And
that.
would you really want to play the non-powered version? Would it be interesting?
If
I
they
would-
make it interesting, yeah, I think that would work though with Matt Murdock as a lawyer, and you throw him in a case, and it would be like it would be like a,
back in time, right? For there's a court date or something.
right. It would have to do with like a villain or something like that. That's I don't know. I think that could work.
Uses powers where he could like sense people's heartbeats.
Yeah,
in the- in the
Tell if they're
courtroom, like,
lying,
yeah, tell if they're lying and stuff
testimony.
like that.
Put him in a trial.
Yeah,
Say that guy's lying.
yeah. I think it would
There'll
work.
be no graphics though.
That would be.
It'll just be a black screen.
Damn!
Wow,
That's funny.
it'd be like the Predator.
Wow,
You just see his just sounds.
that is really funny.
You could being Bruce Wayne.
got-
That would be like a crazy mini
philanthropist?
game.
dude's depressing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he is.
Nah, man, he
I mean,
gets the chicks. sometimes.
exactly. Like the reason.
Oh, the
I mean,
Playboy.
the,
awkwardly.
billionaire.
the most current Batman movie, the Batman, that Bruce Wayne was depressing, but Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne, he was living the life. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
get to play that Playboy.
He was an American Psycho though.
Pretty much, and it's like you ride around the streets of Gotham in a Lamborghini, trying to pick up your date or whatever because you got to.
GTA Batman.
Yeah, because you got to do some cover to infiltrate some crime boss that you suspect, but
You
he's
just have
not going to
infinite
suspect
money.
Bruce Wayne. He's
I
gonna.
think it could work.
You
This
know
is
what
an
I mean?
infinite money code.
That would be just like a mini game.
They kind of
infinite number.
Bruce Wayne though. You could already play as him in the Telltale Batman.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I know we're talking video games, but there's the Marvel Champions card game, and when you choose a hero, the back of your card is your alter ego. And it's done in such a way that if you're in hero mode, you get attacked by villains. If you're in alter ego mode, they start doing their nefarious plans because they don't know you're Peter Parker. So you have to balance, do I want to go beat the crap out of a guy, or do I want to take care of life stuff, but now the villain's doing things?
that's
And it's an interesting balance of who do you want to be on a given day. I'd like to see that go to a video game.
That's interesting.
an
I think they could
interesting
translate
mechanic.
pretty well.
You know, Clark Kent, he's still bulletproof,
Right.
but he can get into places that Superman can't.
I was trying to think of what he does though, and I was like, that's not gonna be a good game.
Like as a
Like, what's he
reporter,
do? What's he do? I mean, yeah. I mean, I was thinking like, okay, Spider-Man. If he takes pictures,
that's kind of cool,
It's a-
right? You can get clues.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminded me of that game by what was the game by Ubisoft with the chick, the chick with the blue lips or whatever, and she takes pictures. Jade.
Beyond Good
Oh,
and Evil.
Was
Jade,
that-
no, not Jade Empire.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good
Yeah,
and Evil.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it might be something like that. I mean, he could still fight. He can still use his powers. He just wouldn't be Spider-Man swinging. and
Right.
stuff. But doesn't he get his best pictures as like he's just Spider-Man?
Yeah, he cheats.
So
Right.
yeah. So
He really doesn't teach a very good lesson about.
the alter
having a
ego is
job.
still gonna be Spider-Man at some point. So yeah, you gotta make it happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and swing in front of my own camera and sell the picture of me.
Yeah. It works.
He figured
Dude's
it
got
out.
no ethics.
It's a life
Figured
hack.
it out. I'm gonna invest in myself.
Yeah.
Really.
The life hack.
So upcoming new games. Anybody looking forward to anything specific coming up? Wolverine. What's on your
Shredder's
Steam wish
Revenge.
list?
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights.
That was nice too.
Sometime
Alex
next year when it's released. Gotham
Yeah,
Knights.
Gotham
Gotham
Knights gonna be
Knights.
crazy.
The
Well,
new
they just showed
Wolverine,
that. So, but Wolverine.
Spider-Man 2.
I'm
Really
afraid for the new Wolverine.
Really?
I'm afraid it'll just turn into
It's Insomniac.
a
though.
fancy side scroller. I mean, let's face it, that's really what Wolverine does, right? You run up to the next guy, hacking the bits. Next guy, hacking the bits. I mean, it's not like you have a lot of choices.
It's a beat 'em up, but
not
so
wrong.
was
There's nothing wrong with that.
Spider-Man. I mean, you don't
But
swing in Wolverine.
yes, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Wolverine, he's stuck on the ground. It's a platformer, right? I mean, it really could turn into a platformer.
That's yeah.
Well, I mean,
I could only see a better version. Of
I hope
the
not.
360
I'm just saying.
one.
360 was
360 one I think was the best Wolverine game. I don't know how you can.
Wait, which
Dude.
one?
what was the?
X-Men Origins Wolverine?
It's Origins when you could lunge
Origins,
at people
nice.
from afar. That one.
Yeah.
And the battle damage shows. Yeah, that one. Yep. Oh,
Nice move.
I like that one a lot.
That was better than the movie.
That was a side.
What?
So there was the PS4 game. Insomniac made it. I forgot. They made First Light was like the DLC expansion for it. Infamous.
Yeah.
So I think that it could be more on the lines of
Very good.
Infamous, but I mean they have
Could be.
superpowers in there too. But I think it'll probably lead more towards what that was rather than a Spider-Man.
All right, best Spider-Man game.
Oh, PS4.
Oh no,
We say that to every question, man.
That's a fact. It's a fact.
best Spider-Man between Miles Morales and Spider-Man. We like to treat Miles Morales.
2600.
Nostalgia is strong. Nostalgia is strong.
Yeah.
The best sound effect is that.
Yes. Yes. Hell yes.
But Miles Morales, I like to call the same thing as Spider-Man, like the new one. Like,
Yeah.
I can't separate them
like a
because one is such a smaller part of the same thing.
DLC.
Yeah, they're
DLC.
Basically, they just sold DLC, but I mean,
sold DLC.
I bought them together. I bought them together, so
Yeah.
it counts as
They're
one
both.
game.
Yeah. That Miles Morales is incredible.
Anybody else got a different Spidey besides Miles?
Oh,
No, that's it.
After
two are-
Spider-Man, the Marvel Spider-Man PS4. There's
Yeah. That's
top
the
of the list.
definitive.
Ultimate was good.
Ultimate was good.
The movies were good. Movie 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 was like the first one to break the mold and like make everybody say, "Oh, Spider-Man is what it should
Yes.
Spider-Man started getting great. I think the PlayStation Spider-Man
be." I mean, that was good.
later came out.
I'm gonna go with
PlayStation.
that was good for the time.
For the-
Yeah.
But it's
It-
one of
it
those ones.
doesn't age
It's
well.
like,
It
it's
doesn't
like the
hold up.
2600. You just can't go back and play it now.
They don't hold up.
But when it first came out, I was like, whoa! It was like
He
that
was
was
swinging around inside.
Yeah.
Best representation of the X-Men.
Yeah.
That's representation.
of the X-Men.
It could be an X-Man. Okay, we'll go like if you really like, not Wolverine when he's brown, but if you have some other.
Hold on, here we go. X-Men Legends 2 was probably X-Men's best game. I think
Okay.
X-Men Legends 2. I think.
I would have said
Agent
Capcom versus Marvel.
Capcom.
You know, that's not a bad
I was gonna
choice.
say
I
that
like
too.
that.
I
They're
was thinking-
really solidly them in that.
I was gonna say
Right?
the
They
same.
feel like Cyclops. I mean,
Yeah.
They're done very well.
they're
They were
done right.
They're done very well.
If I wanted them in another game, I would pick those characters to be in another game. Why don't they do that?
Take those guys.
you know, why don't we see Lego X-Men?
Ooh. Well, they
Fighting
had Avengers.
That's
which was
true.
Really
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
They never did X-Men.
No.
Yeah.
And it might literally be a licensing thing at this point until the X-Men show up on the screen. Maybe all of a sudden Lego X-Men will be showing up. Everything gets caught into various stupid license
Because
fights.
it wasn't in the Marvel universe yet.
Right, and
Lego
now
might have-
they're
And
kind of
Disney.
oozing back in.
Yeah.
But you mentioned 97 animated X-Men. Did you notice in Multiverse of Madness?
Spoilers. But yet.
That's his chair.
Yeah.
That they're a little because we've never seen that chair live.
They did a good representation, a quick Easter egg of the cartoon.
Yeah, but that movie was only Easter eggs.
It was only Easter.
There was more Easter eggs than there was plot.
It was a big Sam Raimi movie. It was,
And it really required you have such a ridiculous background. I have seen not only all of the MCU movies, but also every other Spider-Man movie, and all of What If and everything that's been out on Netflix.
Yep.
I mean, you really had to know so much. And then, spoiler, Clea. If you don't know the comics, okay, Charlize Theron looks real good in purple, but what's going on? There was so many. I can't believe how much homework that movie requires. We are the target audience, but like some dude off the street who's just seen a couple of MCU movies will go in and go, that was a lot of graphics. and that's all you'll get out of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, Scarlet Witch is cool. That's all you care. That's all you care about. As long as you
And
get something.
I'm really glad they took her down that arc. That was really cool to do.
Mhm.
I'd like to see like a Scarlet Vision game.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
no, that was such a great.
Switch off
series.
between the characters as needed. Got to walk through that wall, bring Vision.
Vision hasn't been selectable in the game in so long, but he's in games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Marvel Alliance, not playable.
He's a narrator.
I think one of the problems is, again, he's one of the guys who might be a little too powerful because if you shoot me and I can just become, ethereal and you're shooting through me and I can't get hurt, I'll just walk through. Again, it becomes God mode of no walls.
Ghostbusters.
But it was done so well in the Marvel Avengers Genesis. He could die very easily.
Yeah, but he didn't have that as his can do it all the time type thing.
I love the music for that.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of the movies, what do you think of the Marvel universe now? Is people being a lot more critical after the Avengers Endgame? People
Okay.
have, overall.
I loved Spidey.
Okay.
I thought that was really excellent. I thought bringing in the other Spider-Man was fabulous. I thought it was well done. You didn't really need the textbook to know what was going on. They introduced him in a really decent manner. My problem now, Doctor Strange has always been one of my favorites. My problem with Multiverse is we just made everything valueless because I can kill you and you'll be back next movie from another Earth.
They
And
comic
you
book
could be the same actor. On the other hand, you want more money? We're replacing you with Tom Cruise. There's too many things you could do that there's no value between the characters anymore because they can be switched out.
Yeah.
Just change the number on his shoulder pad. Or you can kill him. And
But wouldn't you
once
say that's like an actual comic now?
that's like an actual
'Cause you
comic
can do
now.
that first
but
writer.
like Marvel every now and then declares global reset. And we're going to go back. Because Spider-Man, the scene in the first Tom Holland Spider-Man, where there's those guys dressed as the Avengers robbing the bank. That's exciting because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Right.
And it's great because he's level 1. And then, okay, here's Thanos. And how can we get bigger? Okay, here's Kang. And, you start getting bigger and bigger, and it becomes, these aren't things you can relate to anymore. I want to see Peter Parker have trouble asking MJ out. That's what makes it fun. And to get him this powerful, and now they just introduced a movie that says, by the way, we can reset every character and every actor, and we have an excuse. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because, like, Robert Downey Jr. bites it as Iron Man. He's gone. Well, now they could still bring him back as another Iron Man. Well, now that death is kind of like no value there. All you did was add another quarter to continue.
It gives him an excuse though to have another guy come in.
It's also it's a
Who's
there's
a
a
different actor.
No, I do want to see like they keep talking like Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
but there's a flip
He's
side
the
to
little
that too.
bulky
It's gotta be
dude.
Hugh Jackman all
right?
the time. It's gotta be.
Huge.
It's not only him.
No matter how old it gets, it's gotta be Hugh Jackman.
There's a flip side to the multiverse, though, because on one hand, yeah, you're right that it kind of makes things, it renders things useless when the character dies or whatever. But on the second hand, it can correct a lot of plot holes and stories from previous movies, like
Lazy writing.
well, a lot of things that what is it, No Way Home, right? I hated the fact that MJ was played, the fact that they call her MJ, and the way that was like the twist at the end of the first.
No, she was a
Right,
different,
right.
different version.
Okay.
of
I
it.
was like, what? What kind of?
It's a
because I
slightly
was-
shifted version.
right. So I'm like,
It's almost like Godzilla movies.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
really always the same Godzilla when you go
Right.
from one studio to another.
exactly.
And they're like rebooting it again.
right. But
And
I like,
it
I
is
like the
more
way they,
comic book, but I'm not sure that's good.
yeah.
It gives
like,
them the freedom to
it's a
do whatever
double-edged
they
sword.
want, though.
All right, Moon Knight. You guys saw the series? Most of it?
I haven't seen it.
Me
I'm
and
gonna
him
binge it.
saw it.
Okay.
It's over.
But it doesn't even feel like it's in the Marvel MCU.
Not at all.
Really?
This is
Not at all.
a different thing, and it's great. It's really freaky, but it feels like a different planet than where Iron Man lives. Or lived, sorry.
Which is cool if you can deal with that.
I
If
thought
you
it was
can-
very
if you
cool.
can watch it open-minded enough to say,
Right.
this is not.
And every
the exact
episode
same.
hits you in the head with, what the hell are we watching?
Yeah,
At some
yeah,
point, you're like,
that-
what the hell?
Watch this.
That
The end
in
of episode
particular-
4 with High,
That in
the
particular.
character introduction is like, what the
I gotta
This is
watch.
not the show I started.
Yeah.
You do have to watch it.
I gotta watch.
And I will say, Oscar Isaac is amazing.
He's great.
And why wasn't he this good as Poe Dameron?
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Well,
he could have
had a
been like
different
he could have been the new Han Solo. And instead, he's that guy.
because there was no script for those movies.
But as he plays Moon Knight in his various super and non-super forms, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a great,
No, he's got huge
a
range.
lot of fun.
Huge range.
So that becomes, he's not really multiverse. They just kind of put him in his own little corner.
But they did that with basically Vision and WandaVision. That wasn't.
Well,
and
WandaVision
so it
literally
got
was
to
their
it,
own little corner.
but it was their own thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
So,
would you want to play WandaVision as a game? Oh my God, if it started in black and white.
that would be cool. It would be cool.
That was one of my favorite shows. That show
Yeah.
was
That was a weird.
Insane.
Well, that was
good.
genius.
The thing that
I
killed
love
me is
that.
how
Trippy.
long they waited between episodes in the beginning. So here's this freaking 28-minute episode that has nothing to do with anything I know. And they're doing like their I Love Lucy sequence. And you're like,
Yeah, I
I
love it.
thought we were watching like the Scarlet Witch. And then you had to wait a week.
Right.
And like, had they taken the first 3 episodes and made that the first episode, because those first 3
It
were
would
like,
have got
really
people
short.
into it quicker. Yeah.
Right.
I was fine with it because I'm cool with black and white.
I loved all
shows.
that shit. Yeah,
I was just
I
like,
loved it.
that.
what's happening?
You weren't given enough clues.
It was just a what's
like,
happening.
what was it, the red fire truck or something that shows up, right?
Well, they had the
It's a
commercials.
toy.
They had the
Yeah.
commercials and stuff too.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
love
mystery. I like how they did that show. Really.
That was nicely done, where you don't know where you're going with anything. Which Moon Knight, you know where they're going.
Well, I didn't know anything about him at all. I had some of the comics, like when Stephen Platt was drawing. I have some of those issues, but I never was a Moon Knight follower.
Right.
I didn't know it had anything to do with Egypt or anything. So I'm like, I have no clue
And
with this.
Moon Knight in the comics has, every time he shows up, he's kind of different, which is kind of where they went with this is going to be multiple personalities.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, sometimes he's very Deadpool, and he's
really?
talking to the audience.
He
Yeah.
breaks the wall like
Fourth
that.
wall breaking. All right.
And I was wondering if they were going to do that in the series. I don't think they really do. I mean, he does to himself,
He
but
did
that's
mirror
something
talk.
else.
Yeah, he was talking.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Moon Knight has been a bunch of different dudes.
I was just surprised they showed a face because I was like, Moon Knight has
Yeah.
a black face, right? It's like, oh, just shadow.
I thought the different hero costumes was brilliant.
It looked cool. They look
Oh,
cool.
man, that was just hilarious.
Some people were pissed. Like,
And that's the most amazing thing. Here's a really, really dark show, and it was funny as hell. But it was really, really
well, that's the
dark.
first time they really showed blood in the MCU like that. I mean, they did try to show it kind of with the shield in
Yeah. Multiverse.
No.
No, man, Multiverse
before
is
that.
blood.
with the fake Captain America. Yeah, they
Right.
kind of showed blood.
But you're on Disney Channel.
Exactly.
So they
but
got
this
to tone
is
it
the first
down.
one that had actual like.
Now,
there was blood.
Multiverse, that really got really close to horror movie.
Yeah.
And they, for like the shield kill, you don't really see it, but you know. You know exactly what happened. But,
But it
they,
didn't
they're
get
smart
bigger.
enough to not go R.
Yeah.
And
But was
they
it a
kind
true
of-
horror? Like,
Was it true horror?
like,
Dude,
like
the dude is wearing a cape made of the souls of the damned. How much more horror can you get?
no, but was it horror? Like, what's the freaking New Mutants?
Oh, okay.
That's why I
on,
can't
man.
even get the word out.
Don't even get me started.
Come
on
on,
the
man.
mutants.
I was a fan of the New Mutants when it was the comic book.
Dude, the trailer made it look
And they
at
were
least decent.
very different characters from what we ended up getting.
Oh, it was such a bad movie.
And yeah, New Mutants was.
I could kiss Fox goodbye.
I
like
was
so fast
looking
after
forward
that.
to it. It could have been the coolest thing.
The trailer was interesting. I was
If
like,
you do
ooh,
Wolfsbane
horror.
right, and we have a
so
superhero
bad.
werewolf, that could be really cool.
Dude, it's so bad.
But that is not what we got. Did anybody here see Morbius?
no,
No.
I'm sorry, man.
I learned by now.
Well, he warned us. He warned us not to.
Let me tell you something about Morbius. That was an hour and 40-minute long cash grab. I'm glad I saw the matinee. If you really want to see it, catch the matinee. But otherwise,
Stream it.
do not recommend. Do not recommend.
Wow.
It's unnecessary. You don't need to see it because it
Listen.
just doesn't.
The first
You
time.
don't need it.
After Venom 2, I learned my lesson.
Yo, Jared Leto's just
Bro.
connected to some bad shit.
He just stop doing superhero
Yeah,
movies,
he
man.
needs to stop. Stay out of superhero movies.
It's a
Stick
curse
to
for him.
music.
Well, I mean, Jared Leto's
Sticks to
not
music.
a bad actor.
No, he's
It's
a good-
just
he's an amazing-
He's picking bad
amazing
parts.
Dude, I liked
No, no, no.
Carnage.
He might be a bad actor. We just don't know.
Yeah, we just
Exactly.
After Requiem for a Dream,
Right.
name a good part.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Well, he was in
I've heard he's had some other parts. Yeah.
American Psycho. He was in that.
Yeah, as himself.
You know how hard it is to play that guy?
American Psycho.
So, how about Blade?
Blade's amazing.
The new Blade that they're going to be coming up with.
That should be amazing.
No, it's gotta be
crossing
Wesley
my
Snipes.
fingers,
He needs
man.
the
He's a great actor.
The new guy, though. Do you know him? I'm not going to pronounce his first name.
Wait,
right.
who is it now?
I
Didn't
thought
they
Ali.
switch?
It's Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
The guy is solid.
No, he's great.
Great actor.
Yeah.
And
He was good in Battle Angel Alita,
he's
which
gonna
no one
bring
else
a
saw,
lot.
but-
now,
Did anyone else see it? Battle Angel Alita?
No.
yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
Now, the
was
opening
good in
scene
that.
of the first Blade movie was like the start of the MCU. I don't care what anybody
It
says.
was.
Love it.
Where he
was.
breaks
Yeah,
into and he has that ridiculous curved batarang type thing, and he bounces off the wall and kills everybody.
That was awesome.
No,
I still call that.
Wow.
I still call that in the Marvel universe.
An incredible movie. I hope that Wesley Snipes shows up as something.
As something.
You know, maybe he's
Grandpa?
not Blade. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Grandpa
he is
Blade?
some other.
He could be a variant.
And the thing is, what
Now,
who can they
he
who can
could
they
be.
put him up against except Dracula? Right?
Yeah.
People are going to expect.
already
Well,
did.
Dracula probably owned by Universal
Alucard.
now.
Morbius.
But I'd like to see a Blade. I'd like to see a Blade
son.
video game. I
no,
want
I think that
stupid
it could be
Batarang
cool.
thing.
Unless you have Blade 3 was terrible.
If they did, if they were thinking, they could have introduced Morbius at the end of a Blade movie.
That would have been dope.
That would have been. That
But
made
no. Let's get this cash now.
There's a voice though, right, or something with Blade
At the end of Eternals.
at Eternal. Okay, but wasn't
Oh,
there was
God,
nothing
no.
about
I
Blade
didn't
in
make it
Morbius?
through that movie.
No,
Kuchiku.
No one's gonna watch Eternals. Don't worry.
I
thought Eternals. I thought Eternals was good.
I thought it was okay.
You did?
I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad.
I couldn't make it through, man. I
It
fell
was
asleep.
slow. Don't get me wrong. It was a slow.
It was
movie,
slow.
But
3 hours.
I enjoyed it.
But
I
it should have
enjoyed
been a Netflix series where
Definitely.
this
Yeah.
episode is focused on Puck. And this
Yeah, there's too many
episode, and just go give each guy
Definitely.
their episode, and then after a while, bring them all together.
Yes.
Well, at
Now,
least 4
they're so
characters didn't get a
force-fed
story.
to us. We don't care about them,
And the main
Oh,
one
yeah.
and
character
even
was.
their powers are very unclear.
Well, I
Yes.
told it like this. I said that is a Marvel version of a DC story. It reminded me of a
slap.
DC movie.
That's a slap.
That's what it reminded me of. Like you know,
Wow.
like Justice League. It reminded me of something like that. Wasn't fully focused on everyone like
Yeah.
it should have been,
The
and they
best
just
thing
wanted to
about
get
it
to
was
the end.
effects. The cool
Yeah.
eternal effects of the strange wiry golden thing when they did something.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah.
But you know what? I saw that in the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
They
don't
just
need to
didn't
go
build
any
the
further
characters
with that.
correct. They
And
didn't
if
build
you
them
go
up.
to like any toy store now, there's tons of Eternals action figures because nobody liked it.
Mm.
There was no hero to identify with.
Yep.
There's tons of the little elf girl. Let's be
Right.
specific. There's a ton of them.
But you know, you watch Spider-Man, you're like, I want to be Spider-Man. You watch
Oh, yeah.
Eternals, you're like, I don't want to be any of these guys.
Yeah.
No.
They're,
They're not cool heroes.
they weren't cool. They weren't done well. And
Right.
if it were a long form, if it was 6 or 7 hours long and presented weekly, then I'd be along for the ride.
The girl who had
then
the Flash's powers was cool. I did
Okay,
like
wait,
her
wait.
powers.
What's her name?
The girl from Walking Dead.
Right? That's the problem. You can't identify with these characters. We don't know who they are.
Connie
movie,
from
man.
The Walking Dead.
Connie, yes.
That's exactly the problem with it. Is you're so far removed from it. And you said you liked the movie. And you have no idea who the
They have no
characters are.
names.
No, there's Druid. There's Cersei.
Oh, wait. Do you know it from the movie or do you know it from the comics?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know there was an Eternals comic.
I didn't even
know
really
the
know the
Eternals
Eternals
from
comic book before seeing the movie. This is probably why I enjoyed it, because if I
But I didn't know Guardians of the Galaxy as a comic either
me neither
until the
Yeah.
movie.
Honestly,
and there's a big difference.
that's Makari. Yeah, that's the
I knew
girl
that,
in red.
though.
But nah, that's the credit I give Marvel. Like, they took Guardians of the Galaxy characters that I didn't give a shit about, and then I saw the movie. I was like, oh,
You know what else they did that with? The Avengers.
Now, I was a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy comic, but like in 1977. Okay, and the guys are not the guys we see. We see them in a cameo.
Oh, yes.
When you see Stallone, okay?
Yes, that are original.
Right. A different Star-Lord, Martin X, who's made of crystal and can manipulate heat and cold because he grew up on Pluto. Charlie 27, who grew up on Jupiter and weighs something like 3 tons and is 8 feet wide because all these guys are mutant colonists who became other guys. And Yondu was a barbarian.
Really?
Yeah. And that's like magic arrows that when you grow up, you're taught how to talk to the trees. And the stupid Finn was.
They
his
didn't go
Finn.
into that at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they did make them cool, but
Yeah.
I didn't know
this
anything
new
about
one is radically different from
Oh.
the Guardians I knew
Okay.
growing up. And you got to admit, how brave do you have to be to say, let's make a movie where 2 of the lead characters are a tree and a raccoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Happy Tree Friends, the movie.
And they made it work somehow.
It works brilliantly well.
Yeah.
Alright.
And they actually translated really well to video game too.
Yep.
That's one of the better. They're getting why you like to play certain characters. And it's not Atari 2600. But they're developing into a new level of what people care about. It's not the Eternals either.
You won't see that game.
Who here watched Peacemaker, the series?
Oh,
I saw it.
loved it.
saw it.
I would do a video game as long as he dances.
yeah, that intro.
Best opening
that
sequence.
intro is awesome. It is funny.
Never. You got to watch that whole thing.
Yeah, dude.
I skipped it. It was
If
a
you
very
wa-
long intro.
What?
Okay, but there's a Lego version of the intro dance. You can look up.
There is?
It is awesome.
That's funny. I gotta see that.
It's the best.
That's DC on a better level, though.
That is the
Yes.
best of recent DC stuff to come out. And it was also cool because it was funny and startlingly gory.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they went there.
Oh, they did everything.
No, they did
It
every
was like a
beautiful
hard
stuff.
R.
But that was the definite hard R.
Yeah.
You guys should
that's
watch it if you didn't
He's
watch
looking
Sex,
up Lego,
drugs, everything,
Lego
man. It was
Peacemaker
Shazam.
intro.
Rated R. Like,
That's the last one I saw on the
Well, that's seen as breakthrough.
I recommend it. Watch it, guys, if you haven't.
Peacemaker. I gotta
It's
check
great.
it. John Cena.
All
It's
it
not
is
the
is
Cena you know.
Yeah, no.
they
Oh,
practically
obviously.
mocapped it to
Funny,
Lego,
he's funny.
and it's just
He's a
funny.
funny character.
You know, when you get Robert Patrick and they have his Lego and he just does that. It's really, really funny because that's the best dance move because you know the guy can't actually move.
He couldn't stop cursing. It was kind of like how Triple H was.
Oh, and
Blade.
Blade 3.
But he was like a little kid who just got, he's like, Ma, can I curse? Can I say this bad word? Yes, you can. And he was like, fuck this. Like Triple H was like a 10-year-old in Blade 3.
he was like a college douche.
Cena got the
Yeah.
curse and everything, but he did curse his ass off, but he did it just to break out of the character that all the kids knew. And if you went in there with your parents like, oh, Cena's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's loyalty, respect. You can watch him, no problem.
Nah.
And if you don't pay attention to what your kid is watching, that's not the show for them. That's not the show.
They're in for a
Speaking
surprise.
of cursing
man.
kids, we need a kick-ass video game.
Kick-Ass was
That's a
dope.
good set of characters.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah. Wasn't there another show that was
Yeah, right,
just
has
like it at the same time that I get mixed up with all the time? There was Kick-Ass and there was another movie. I think it was
Movie?
yeah, because the character who played the one in Kick-Ass played Quicksilver, right?
Yeah, and not only that, but his best friend played the other Quicksilver,
And that was the other
which was just hilarious. Like, that's
Funny.
bizarre.
That's funny.
Yeah, funny.
And what you call was in there, right? Or no? Actually, they were in that.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
No, Scarlet Witch. The Olsen. She was in a movie with him. Oh, she was in Godzilla,
Yes.
and they were supposed to be boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah, not quite a superhero movie. though.
Weird. No,
Godzilla doesn't wear a cape.
he does.
Godzilla doesn't
He
wear
has,
a
he
cape.
has superpowers.
it kind of depends.
He has superpowers.
He didn't really
But-
have super. Well,
But yeah, that was just a weird casting for that. But there was another movie that was like Kick-Ass, and it was like a dark, like Jim Carrey. Does Jim
Well,
Carrey?
wait. That's I hate to tell you, that's Kick-Ass too.
that's two.
Is that two?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's a sequel,
hilarious.
bro.
which he then went out and said that he didn't
didn't
want to
wanna
do
do it.
because
Yeah.
it's too pro-gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell
Yeah.
did
Like,
you think
why'd you take
signed-
the part for?
Right.
Like, you didn't read the script? Halfway
probably
through,
did.
oh my God, I use guns through this whole script. What do I do now?
Well, I think the narrative turned while that movie was out.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
all the school shootings? and
He's the better Dr. Robotnik, speaking of games.
All right. I have been here for about an hour, so I'm going to sign out from you guys.
everything.
It was a
right.
pleasure.
Do you
sir.
think? Guys, Paul DiStefano, if you care. And even if you don't, I still am Paul DiStefano.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for coming on.
Where
Thanks for
can they
having
find
us,
you
man.
on the interwebs?
If you go to Twitter, I'm TDI Paul D. If you go to Facebook, I'm Paul D's Tainted Dragon Inn, which is kind of strange, but it's because I write fantasy novels and things like that, and it'll make sense when you get there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for
man.
being
Thank
here.
you.
Blast. This has been really great.
Paulie D. Paulie D.
Hey, man.
I'll come down.
Oh, you're coming down.
I'm about to say, I don't know if I can make it, man. I don't know.
I can stretch.
Found out my real secret power.
Thank you
I
again.
can
man.
stretch my arm.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bizarre said you were thinking of Watchmen, Stikz. You think of Watchmen?
No, I was thinking of Watchmen.
That wasn't a bad
I'm gonna
movie.
find out this damn movie.
So definitely recommend Peacemaker if you guys haven't watched it. Definitely.
It's on my list. I think
know
I might
what?
be able
It's
to
a-
catch
it's
it
a
on,
good watch.
I
HBO
just
Max.
realized how many shows I'm behind on.
Not
man.
as much as me.
It's
But
insane.
You're gonna need
It's a
like a
lot.
month off from work just
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, just
stuff.
break your leg.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start like
You have
finding
to
time at
close
work
down.
to like
They got to close. They have to shut down everything.
And Moon Knight, I'm very interested because I always like the character. I'm
I
very
have
interested in it.
the.
So
It's
gotta-
an interesting show.
I'm
I
gonna
would
start it
say.
tonight. I'm gonna start.
It's
Moon Knight
better than
tonight.
Cloak and Dagger.
It might not.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Did you try and watch that like I tried to watch that?
No, I know. I finished. I finished.
You
Cloak and
finished
Dagger.
it? I could not
finished
finish it.
It was alright, but
My dude could not
Disney Plus
act.
movies-
My dude could not act.
Cloak.
Yeah, he could not act. He really destroyed that show for me
I'm
because
sorry.
I watched the whole first season. I was like, okay.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't that good.
They showed that second
See,
season.
this is
Wait.
where I check out because
No, it was
you
not
always hate
good.
everything and you like everything.
No,
So
no.
it's like I don't know who to believe, man.
No, we both said that show was not good, so you can agree.
Oh, okay, all right. So you both.
No,
hate
no,
it?
no.
All
When
right.
Jay says it was awful and
Yeah.
Chalk says it was all right, that means it's terrible.
yeah,
All right, you gotta listen.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta listen to Chalk mainly. If he says it's all right,
I felt it made me
you
feel
gotta
like,
hear how he says
Yeah,
it.
that means
dude, the
stay
show
away.
is the show made me feel like I was prejudiced. Because I was like, I don't like you not because you just can't act.
But if Chalk says, "Yo, that movie was dope," and Chalk and Stikz is like, "I didn't like that movie," you should see the movie because Stikz
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
on some shit.
So basically, they both can't be trusted.
you can.
And then when you watch it
gotta
and you leave the
decipher.
room,
All right, critics.
and you leave the room angry, then you'll agree with me and learn to trust me a little more.
Whatever. Not my problem.
Oh,
You gotta watch out for both of them, man.
I
Here-
just
here's-
expect y'all not to watch it.
here's a test. Chalk, did you watch the recent Matrix movie?
Shut up, man.
Ooh, that's on my list too.
I gotta see that
Yeah,
too.
see it, man. I want to know. Is it? Would you
what-
recommend it? Would you
What
recommend
do you
it?
think of that movie?
For you hypercritical sons of bitches, no, I wouldn't recommend it for you.
Wait, no, for real. What did you
For
think? of
you?
it?
For no.
What
for
did you think?
seriously,
Of it?
What did you think?
I thought it could have been way better.
But did you think it was bad?
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it for what it was. It was
Ooh.
a good
See?
Ooh,
it was a popcorn flick.
I would never watch anything.
But I wouldn't-
ever.
But like when you see when you compare it to like the first and second ones,
You mean the one that you saw in the movie?
yeah.
A freaking movie that showed you the movie in the movie?
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
And
calm
then
down. Whoa.
and another thing for me, like the fight scenes were not done by the same choreographer, so I was just kind of disappointed with that.
Oh,
So
they
I was
weren't.
like,
No.
so yeah, it strayed away from its roots and not necessarily in a good way. But
My favorite one was the first one.
That's
So
everyone's favorite
if it
one.
doesn't hold up to the first one,
nah.
You do not truly know someone unless you fight them.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
how
that
about
scene in there again.
what's going on?
hey,
Hey.
You don't
Hey,
even
you
have
should-
to sit there. You might
yeah,
as
you
well come
might as well come on in, man. We have a seat for you right here, bro.
You could be in the show.
Yeah, man, we live.
You still got the guest seat here.
Yes,
There we go. Let him introduce himself.
What's going on?
We got the rotating chair right here.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, I'm Kinsey Shepard with Mid-Tier Summit Gaming, LLC pending.
Yeah. Nice mid-tier in house.
Yes.
This wonderful thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. Oh, that's
Oh, you did that?
Yes, this is from Orange Cape Designs, LLC. Acquired. Yeah.
Nice stuff.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is
So
like
tell them what that is, though. They can't really see it.
This is a team from Haikyuu. Haikyuu? I don't know how to. I don't know either.
well,
Did a
okay.
Google search. It's like, oh, that's fire.
No, it just looks amazing.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't imagine even trying to attempt to make something like that.
Besides getting it
Instagram
here,
ads.
where online can we get that?
Orange Cape Designs.
Orange Cape
That
Designs.
Orange
That
Cape
on
Designs.
Instagram, and
Okay.
for you guys, just down the street. My mom lives down the street from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Docs.
I think you guys been there at the house longer than I've been at that house, so it just works.
All right.
No, definitely check out that art. It's crazy.
That looks insane. This should be illegal. It's too good.
Listen, I'm getting one. Don't worry
What
about
are
it.
you
I'm
gonna
getting
have one of?
You just let me know. Just
Probably Rumuku Takahashi art. I gotta pick something.
I don't understand what you just said.
Rumuku Takahashi.
I thought you sneezed, man. I thought you sneezed.
Nah, it's a Japanese manga artist. I gotta pick out a scene for that to draw. It's very simple to do, but it'll be amazing to have in that. So.
just let me know.
All right, man.
Okay.
Just knock them out.
That is awesome.
All right.
It's like 2
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
It's nothing. That would take me 2 years.
I'm about to say 2 hours. That's quick.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So
is.
what's Mid-Tier Summit Gaming up to today?
Oh, so today, thank you, because I've never done podcasts before.
It's all good.
We just talking here. That's all.
So today we are having an open free play for video games.
Okay.
A lot of it's fan requested, so we have Shrek Super Slam, DJ Hero,
Oh shit.
WWE, WWF 2 SmackDown Know Your Role,
Oh,
Okay.
Oh wow.
wow.
Yes,
a throwback.
Super Mario Strikers before the new one comes out. Just games for the people. But tomorrow, we're having a Smash Ultimate bracket, a King of the Hill style, damn it, Bobby bracket.
Okay.
Okay.
And, yeah, just
Interesting.
So if you want to come down and join the brackets, get your ass kicked.
Do we have any Smash players on this panel right now?
We have a couple in here.
I mean, you might want to show up and put a little Smash Maddox on. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't around when you guys did that Mid-Tier Summit level 857 team up. I saw that and I was like, God damn it, they didn't call me. I am literally walking distance. I can be there in 30 seconds. But, it's fine.
No, we're gonna do another one. Yeah, we're
Oh, no,
playing.
we
We're gonna
will do
play another one.
We
Yeah.
have a guy. His name's Gutbuster, also from Baldwin. And let me tell you, he'll bust some guts.
Oh, yeah.
Pause.
In a violent, bloody way.
Yeah.
Pause
Gameplay,
again.
Gameplay.
Might have to get him in on a game. Might have to get him in.
In the game.
Oh man.
So that sounds like something that's gotta happen. Level 857 mid-tier summit.
Yeah, man.
Smash Ultimate rematch.
It's a big comic day here today. So have you seen anything that caught your eye on the floor?
I've never been in this room. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Neither have we. It's a classroom.
I'm taken aback. I did a lap looking for you guys. I was like, where the fuck are these dudes?
Yeah.
They put us in the closet.
Yeah.
No, but it's good. It's
We're in the
quiet,
classroom.
little isolated, but I appreciate this. I would love this room next time, actually.
Yeah.
Nice workshop.
We take it. I take the room.
For a tournament, yeah. For a
Well, it's good
podcast,
for
I don't
this.
know. Yeah.
I mean, it's good for the podcast because there's nothing. You don't hear music in the background.
Yeah, it's good for.
You don't hear
cutting
people screaming.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, but
But I mean, the
For a-
atmosphere. There's
for
an
an audience?
atmosphere type thing, though.
for an audience, I don't know.
I mean, it is what it
You
is.
don't want to be sitting over there.
Nah.
You don't want to be that guy.
But I
No,
mean,
yeah.
listen, they had a lot of cosplay. You seen any cosplay that like stood out?
There was this one young lady. I'm not going to give her government because doesn't matter. Zelda from Breath of the Wild, natural looking ears. I was very spooked out. I was like,
Really?
Whoa.
These ears are so real. Obviously not.
Wow.
She stood out. There's Mrs. Fantastic.
Okay.
She's still out and about. Gorgeous.
I bet you couldn't see her.
I couldn't see her.
She's
Don't tell my
naked. Wait,
girlfriend.
what?
She's not wearing
Yeah.
best cosplay.
A lot of Scarlet Witches.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Nice little covenant over there.
Did you see the what's his name from Silent Hill?
Oh, the tall dude.
Oh,
I don't
the,
know his
the
name, but the
triangle
tall guy
head. or whatever.
Pyramid head.
Pyramid
Head.
Pyramid Head.
Yes, they had a pyramid head here.
spooked me. I was like,
He's
yo,
on stilts.
Yeah.
And
And
he
he
has,
dropped
like-
his phone. That was great.
He almost did drop his phone. He can't get that.
Nobody, he'll never get that phone back.
It's like, well, I guess I'll buy another one.
You can snatch it up in front of him. He is not gonna chase you.
Oh no, he might. On those stilts, he might be pretty fast.
you just gotta trip him. Just like, look.
He ain't going.
But it
Guys,
looks
help me
like
up.
the mask he had on looked like a shelf, like a wooden shelf.
Oh,
that
that-
thing has to be heavy as
That
hell.
was crazy.
That's the beauty of art.
Yeah.
This could be styrofoam,
It could be.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could weigh nothing.
styrofoam, plywood,
Exactly.
cardboard.
It could defy the laws of gravity. Nah, I look heavy as hell.
Yeah. No, he went in. Lots of cool costumes, man.
For the people that don't know, what does mid-tier Summit Gaming do?
So we are. What do? We do a little bit of everything. We're a little bit of activism, community outreach, but the biggest thing for us is we are trying to be the first step in esports.
Okay.
So a lot of our younger players will go to a library event, like, mommy, I want to play Smash Bros. And mom's like, you played this game enough. Sure, I don't give a shit. Can I curse?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
It's like that. Yeah.
So the kids, they come to their first Smash tournament, like, I'm the best of all my friends. And it's like, okay, Billy.
Yeah, that's
We'll
you're
find
gonna
out.
learn. You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn
And then
today.
little Billy gets 0-2, and it's like, it's like, sure, Billy.
Oh no.
Sure.
Best in the friend
Um,
circle.
Honestly, we've met a lot of young guys that have potential. Some of them make it, some of them don't. One young man, Christopher Obando, he's 18 now, so I can give out his government.
Okay.
Goes by Stride. He started off as a Smash player in Smash 4, and he was playing Tekken. And once he won, he won a Tekken bracket over at Aeon or the Meta out east,
Okay.
and he was the youngest person to ever win. Which also
wow.
says a lot about the people he was playing against.
Wow.
Let a kid beat you. Game time, a kid won, and
Yeah.
it was just happy to see that we found him.
Yeah.
And then we made him ours. A younger guy, not as young. I don't know his last. Chris Marcellus. PK Chris. You know PK Chris. You've heard the name. Young Nest player from Long Island. Started off young.
Your favorite
Worked
player?
his way up. He beat all our asses.
Really?
Shit, was it 6 of us? Yeah, he beat the 6 of us. 1v6.
Well, Ness is a cheesy cat.
That's the great character. One of my mains. I love Ness.
Fucking hate this.
No, he could probably beat us 1 versus 6.
Jeez.
Oh,
I'm not gonna give him that much credit. But
I don't know about that.
he's
Same
good
time.
at what he does. Okay. And I love to see young talent like that. We're just like, man, I just played a game. Mom says, get off the game. He's like, well, Mom, I won $300. It's like, well, maybe you can stay up late tonight.
One more game.
Yeah.
What else you need?
That's awesome, though.
But that's what we try to do. We try to foster the community, and
That's cool.
even with COVID, we've had our ups and downs. But because of the fluidity of our business model, I'm gonna burp. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Let it out. No,
We can do it all. Fighting games, not really first-person shooters, because those guys are toxic.
I mean, Smash. Though.
Well, I mean, Smash is
Yeah.
pretty.
Okay,
Okay,
right?
let me put it like this: if we had a Call of Duty tournament,
Yeah.
everyone's
they
like,
go the
yeah,
right way.
Bussy has a Call of Duty. Perfect setup: 9 PS4s,
Oh wow.
4v4 teams, 1 spectate streamed. It was perfect. We had 12 people show up. If it's 4v4 teams, that doesn't.
Yeah.
The math
Yeah.
doesn't add up. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fine. We let it go. No pressure. Be good at home. I have a step cousin. Actually, my step grandmother's grandson. Would that be my step cousin?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
I'm gonna take your word for it. Probably say yes.
That person.
That person, cousin. Yeah.
He's a streamer, FPS. He's not good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what do you tell him? You gotta get it. You're at least 23. It's fat as fuck. Recently got his car stolen in Southside Jamaica because he left it running.
Oh, why would you do
He
that?
did it to himself. What am I gonna say?
Yeah.
What the wow?
You leave your car with the keys in the. Oh,
Yeah.
My
damn.
It's not my side of the family. We're not related.
He practicing.
Oh man.
That's a. Oh man. That's a,
Yeah,
that's a,
that's what Maker Summit does. We're just trying to be open entry level. Even if you guys want to start, be like, you know what? I'm gonna get into competitive Harvest Moon. I don't care what they
Competitive Harvest Moon. Is that a
Oh.
thing?
What they say.
That's not a
I'll be the
thing.
best.
Oh.
Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, Cookie Mama. I'm gonna be the best and be like, you know what? We'll try.
I'll be the first.
I'm waiting for you guys to
You'd be
do.
surprised. Speed running Cooking Mama too.
Really? I burn everything.
Not my cup of tea, but they do it.
I'm waiting for you guys to do a Tetris tournament, man. I'm in.
Oh, you guys gonna do that?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
There is one.
in August, the LI Retro event.
Yes.
They are having a Puyo Puyo 2 Tetris.
Yes, I'm in.
That's your.
I'm
That
in.
is actually pending because I'm in charge of the scheduling,
Okay.
and I don't know what day that is. But that sounds like a Sunday event.
Perfect.
Keep your eyes out for that.
Will do.
We've done Puyo Puyo and Tetris. It's the same game.
Oh,
Oh
It's
no.
not.
oh, there's differences. There's differences.
To me, it's the same,
Different.
but we
Your
have
brain
these
has to like
brackets.
adjust.
Just gotta keep your eyes out, guys. I never. Just gotta keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes out. When everyone says these events don't exist, they do exist. You just have to put in the work.
Right.
Just gotta find him.
Google.
Like good hip hop.
We had one.
It's like a
You gotta find it.
We had one guy. I'm gonna put out
Now.
his business out there. He started Smash gaming in early 2020. Shit looked fake as fuck. But he was saying, "Oh, I couldn't find any Smash events, so I started my own company." I was like, "Bro, what?"
Can't find any Smash events. Wait,
Those are everywhere.
those are
They're
all
everywhere.
over the
Everywhere.
place.
And I was like,
Fall
well,
into them.
Okay, I guess. And great guy. You might have seen him around town. He had the Tesla with the Smash Bros logo on it.
Yes.
Yes, that guy.
Yes.
That guy.
That guy.
You got a Tesla though.
And he got everyone's attention with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, wow,
Wow.
this shit
Marketing.
actually worked.
Marketing. All right.
Who are your characters in Smash?
Smash Bros. Okay, I currently made Pac-Man.
Oh.
Love it, Pac-Man. Male variant Wii Fit trainer.
Oh,
Call him Brandon.
hate.
That's a
Sure,
ongoing
Brandon.
Oh, that's super cool.
and a little bit of Rob. Depends how.
Oh,
you feel.
Rob.
I tried out Rob for a
Respect.
while.
I
We
like-
Fit Trainer.
I've
that-
seen some good Rob.
Yeah,
out
those some
there.
obscure mains, but that's
They
good
are,
though.
yeah.
I like
I
We
like-
Fit Trainer is one of mine.
like-
The female one though.
I like characters like Mario where there's a basic fundamentals and then you switch it up. I dabble with Sora, but Sora's too floaty.
Yeah,
and
very
it's
slow.
too new.
Very.
And people know new well.
Yeah.
But
Well, a
you
lot
get
of
a
people
Wii Fit
think
trainer.
so,
Like, what the fuck is
Not true.
that? Exactly.
We Fit Trainer, she or he, whichever one you pick.
No matter.
You can throw people off. You can throw people off
All
as
the time.
especially the volleyball. They don't
All
want
I
to
see
do
is the
that.
volleyball.
I'm not good at it because I need the range and they. They have to be in your face like, hey, let's breathe in. And then
Yes.
smack it.
It's true. No, it's good stuff.
Those some everyone.
Pac-Man.
Everyone has their
I was
own.
like,
Everyone has their own people they pick.
What
Yeah,
is
I
it?
like
80 something.
There's like there's a lot of characters, so that's just like
So if everybody picked the same two, like,
So it's
what
gonna
game
be
is
good.
this?
I'm very heavy on the mid tier because when you play mid characters, who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
Who knows what you're
You're
playing?
right.
Duck Hunt. I keep pushing people. Duck Hunt.
Duck.
Why? What did he do? I don't know.
He confuses
Yeah,
me.
doesn't everyone else?
Yeah, if you master Dunk Hunt, you will be the best smasher. Period.
Because no one ever fights that
Exactly.
thing. No one
Nobody,
ever plays.
nobody knows him.
I've seen that thing. That
Fox.
character gets
the
good.
dog and the duck.
Yeah.
No one ever picks that guy.
Now I've seen people shoot the thing around. Like they do crazy shit.
I used to
I saw-
play Duck Hunt in Smash 4 a little bit. I don't touch the character
not too late.
in Ultimate.
It's not too late.
You just find yourself a tier list. Who's the mid? Or actually find the topping character at the last big event who was not played.
King
Yeah,
DD.
there was a. I don't know the name of this player, but he played Tekken, Tekken 7, and I remember watching this whole backstory of how he won the tournament in 2020, I think it was. And the way he won was everybody was picking, the same characters everybody
He
picks.
picked Kuma.
And he picked, I forgot the name of the bear. What's the name
That's
of the
the
bear?
bear.
character? Kuma, yeah.
Kuma is
Kuma
the
the bear. Nobody picked him.
No.
He dominated. He learned every move of his, and he dominated the whole.
But Kuma
Like-
is like Jack.
It's crazy. Dominated the whole tournament.
With a bear. He shouldn't even be
Yeah.
allowed as a character.
Yeah,
They
pick
couldn't
mid
bear
tier, learn the top tier, you win every game.
But that's how he got everybody because everyone knew
They
the
just got
counters.
surprised.
Everybody
They got,
knew all
they
the
got
other
used to the
characters.
timing of what everyone picks. But
Exactly.
if you don't
Pick
know
Mokujin.
how to,
And the range that he had too,
Yeah.
the big ass.
I can't even
freaking
tell you the
bear.
last time I
Oh.
fought a duck hunt. I rarely see a duck hunt online.
Exactly.
I'm like,
When's the
that's
last time
way
you
to
fought
do
a
it, man.
piranha plant?
More common.
Really?
Actually, the
Really?
least, the
I-
least
I
I
fight
fought, the
piranha.
least I fought is a Pikmin. I haven't seen a Pikmin in like
Oh,
a
word?
year.
Oh, but see, with Pinkman, you know the weakness. Get rid of the Pinkman.
Get rid
And
of
that-
it.
that's
Like
it.
certain characters have certain weaknesses. Hero, make sure they run out of MP. The Fire Emblem character with the spells.
Robin.
Robin, get rid of the tomes. Burn them out. Steve, make sure they don't mind. Certain characters have certain.
Oh, you
weaknesses.
chase Steve. You chase his ass. everywhere.
Sonic,
Yeah.
yo, just dodge. They don't got moves. Ganondorf, yo, they're just like, oh, Ganondorf.
Don't tell them the secrets again.
Chuck's like,
I think they already know, Chuck.
Chuck ain't got no secrets.
We ain't talk about Ganondorf right
You
now.
might as well.
watch Fighter Fridays, you'll know the secrets.
Ain't got no
You just have
secrets.
to figure it out, and it's the best part of Smash.
There'll be an excuse for you, Chuck.
Unless you're playing a freemium character like not Sephiroth, Cloud or Joker, then it's like, oh, no.
Have you guys done 4 and 4s?
Not recently,
Ooh.
because I personally like fun. So anything above 2 is like, no, bro, it's not competitive. I would love to do trios and squads. I would love that.
Well, yeah, we do 4 on 4s.
4 and
I
4
want
is
to do
fun.
3-on-3s. That
4 and 4 is turned into 3-on-3s very fast.
I know. That's
Oh yeah.
Oh,
because it's like, who's
see the
hitting
name.
who? But now it's like, no. It's also a matter of equipment.
What up,
You
Emma?
need the GameCube adapters, and it takes away from other setups.
Oh, we got all that.
shout out to Emerald Wizard in the chat.
What up, Emerald
What
Wizard?
up? What up? What up?
Was the
I don't know who that is.
Yes, welcome to the chat.
He's one of our VIPs.
Nice.
He's a VIP.
He's a VIP.
Yeah, man. We on Twitch right now, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Tell them about our Twitch because YouTube ain't hopping right now.
Yeah.
Be
you
back.
guys-
Be back soon.
Are you multi-streaming?
We usually
do.
but our YouTube is banned
I saw.
currently.
Oh yes.
We got
Yeah.
hacked.
We got hijacked.
Yeah.
So you're telling me with 5 guys, no relation to the restaurant, you guys to have like someone in charge of like, yo, what happens to YouTube? I don't know. It's gotta have that one guy.
Oh no, we all don't know what happened today.
Talk, man. He knows. Tell him what happened. Let me stop. No, no, I don't know.
We all know it's gone right now. That's about it.
We
That's
blinked
it.
and then it was gone.
We just gotta wait
No,
on
I,
YouTube now.
I actually saw it in real time happen.
Yeah, and I was on it. I was like looking at analytics and stuff.
And I was
like,
on it,
yo,
too.
the name of the channel changed.
Everything,
What the hell's going on?
everything was like, and I'm texting you guys. I'm like, are you guys seeing the name of our channel's changed?
You
to
guys invited them in?
NVIDIA Live. Anybody testing something?
And
out? What's going on?
who's streaming live about Bitcoin?
Yeah,
On our channel. What the fuck is?
yeah, we got hit hard, man. And then
You violated the terms of service. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
We got
Change your model.
This is obviously it's live. You see what's happening in
And you
real
know what's
time.
I privated that. I tried to private that video so it wouldn't even show, and
Nah.
it
They
looked
have
like
control, man.
and it looked like it was off for a while, but then they removed the channel after that. I was like, you can't see it now. I
Yeah.
was like, why they were, why they?
And
banned the
before that
channel?
happened, everything that was unlisted went in public. I'm like, wait, what? the
Yeah.
hell? Like, oh,
Nah, the
supposed to be
channel was a
unlisted.
mess. The channel was a mess for us.
I was like, oh.
Allegedly. Blaming on them.
It's definitely YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks that happened to you guys. I apologize.
We'll be back.
Yeah, no,
We'll
we'll
wait.
be
Yeah.
back.
Hopefully 100%. I don't want to get like 50% of the site, but
Are you guys streaming on TikTok?
We do some TikTok.
we're on
videos also,
TikTok.
But are
over-
you
yeah.
streaming?
Not streaming.
Going live on TikTok.
We're not
No,
going live
I
on
haven't got live
TikTok.
TikTok.
no. I've heard there's some good stuff going on
TikTok,
there.
hey, people just find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
I would do that, but you know, can't do everything.
I mean, listen, social media is it's a lot. It's a lot.
Five
There's so
guys.
many. It's a
You
lot.
got Twitch, Facebook, YouTube,
Mhm.
TikTok, Twitter,
Yep.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Damn,
look
you
at
guys
that, bro.
got-
LinkedIn, you say?
LinkedIn.
You can
All
stream
up-
on LinkedIn.
Yeah, we got it
That's
right
true.
up there. We got,
Yes.
got the Facebook. We got the.
I'm Mario Kart. How we doing?
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on?
That's awesome.
What is going on?
Yeah, they're live right now.
Yeah, we are live. See, that's what you're seeing online.
Live.
Level 857 and it.
Welcome to the podcast, y'all.
Welcome.
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
We're just talking games. Actually, we're talking YouTube right now, but we're talking game.
Game, superhero stuff,
Oh yeah.
Smash Brothers stuff.
I'm sorry, I would not be giving out permission.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're talking about superheroes in video games, and
Mike.
Yeah, we were talking about superheroes in video games, and where did we leave off with that?
Actually, no, and with that, segue back in. I will make my departure because I left my station.
Oh, they're looking for you. They're looking for you, bro.
Thank you guys for entertaining me. I appreciate it. Can I do a shameless plug?
Oh, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Come on
Absolutely.
By all
by.
means.
Mid-tier summit or the try to be cool with it, the mid. Fuck it, that's not gonna work. MT Summit, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Technically on TikTok, we don't use it. But you can also follow me on Orange Cape Designs. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hope to see you guys. At first, I thought you were talking to
Skinnier Kanye West.
That's new. That's the new one.
Skinnier
Yo,
Kanye.
but it's documentary.
Oh,
That's a good
understand
call.
him now.
That's
Wow.
a
I
good
don't
call.
blame him now. I understand him. He is a genius. And with that, I'll be on my way, guys. It was
oh
lovely
man,
seeing you.
thanks for showing up, bro.
Very good, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you the peace sign. Oh, there you go. All right,
Yeah,
good.
I see
Thank
you how it
you, man.
goes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We're good.
Definitely gotta get some of that art done, man.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get that smash.
That is a pause, Kev. That is definitely a. He was
Like, whoa.
Now, since we're down a member on the screen here, you could probably move over.
Well, there might be another one coming in. That we-
Well,
That's what we
actually,
do.
Yeah, we might have.
Yeah.
All right,
we
we'll
might
leave the
have
guest seat open,
Leave
Yeah.
the guys-
in case.
Yeah.
Leave the guys see those.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Absolutely.
freely open
Yeah.
for everyone.
Absolutely.
But
Shout out to Mid-Tier. Mid-Tier Summit's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Cool peeps.
We need to see him
Definitely
on
check
our
them out.
channel more often, man.
check
We're gonna have to battle him 4v4 in Smash Ultimate.
We gotta set that up because he's like right down the block from us, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we'll whoop their ass and then we'll send them on their ass.
Oh man, he just left.
I know that's the best part. You didn't have to hear that.
Oh,
Always talk that smack as they leave because they can't reply.
They're gonna mix up their fighters.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
We're pretty lethal.
Well, but we're gonna have to put Chalk and Stikz through some training.
Yeah,
we gotta brush up on them skills.
No, I'm good.
no.
I'm good.
He's like, "Oh,
Listen,
Yeah, sure.
I will take this serious.
yeah.
When I fight in that game, I take nothing serious unless I ruin their game. That's all I try and do. But I
You try and be a
myself.
spoiler. I respect that.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
hit him
definitely
up.
a spoiler.
Hit him with the ninja stars and Stikz as the Stikz.
As Stikz.
Stikz,
No,
I'm in the
Sheik.
game now.
Stikz plays the
Oh
Sheik.
my god.
and hits him with the ninja
Oh,
stars.
I haven't played a Sheik for the entire
Actually,
time.
I think the sound effects work. Hold on. We can't hear- we
about
can't
that. I
hear it.
wouldn't experiment
I
with that
wouldn't
right now.
We can't hear it.
I wouldn't touch that thing right
No,
now.
because the sound wasn't working before, so we're not gonna hear it.
Yeah,
They'll hear it though.
But to kind of piggyback off of what was being talked about before, about what new Marvel superheroes or just superhero games in general that we're excited about. What did you guys collectively think of the Gotham Knights presentation? Because I did see a lot of people were throwing some hate towards what was being shown. Which I can't imagine why, but some people were like, "I'm not excited about it."
because it wasn't Batman.
Well, what were they like? Some of the things that you read?
Well, one of them was saying that the combat was too slow.
I kind of agree, but I think it's based on the characters they were showing.
But
And they did show a lot of alternate ways of playing, like when they were doing car chases and stuff like that. It's stuff that you didn't really see in the Batman games.
Yeah.
So there's no way to say, oh, it's slower than this, but it never happened in that game, so you can't tell what that was going to be like. But it's a lot of different things that they had, and they showed that. And I did, like I said, I did agree. Like some of the shooting looked different, but when did Batman shoot like that? Like it's a different game.
It's a different character.
yeah,
different characters
I
too.
think it might play a little bit like Marvel's Avengers, to be honest. Instead,
I think that might be
with
why.
some elements of
Arkham.
Arkham. You know, when you have the smaller, like enemies around, it'll move more like Arkham. But when there's heavier enemies or bosses around, it'll be a little bit more Marvel Avengers. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting to see how they integrate the two players together
Do you think they'll release it?
more with every character. They didn't show every character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Do you think they'll release a demo?
It
Before?
might be, but have they done
'Cause I
that with
think-
Batman?
I think they should. Though. I think they should to at least.
I don't
That's the
think
only
they.
way you can.
I think
to get
people
a
are going
feel
to
how it
complain
plays.
regardless. I mean, that's what people do nowadays when it comes to something new. They complain if they see something different.
they-
that
Well, that's
they're
what
not
gets the
used to.
clicks.
They're
That's
always
what gets the clicks.
Yeah,
They're
but
always gonna
once it comes out, it comes. The people who are big fans of the series are looking at this game and are going to get the game. People are going to complain, but like at the end of the day, those people who are complaining are going to get it anyway.
Emerald Wizard just said, "I just want to know why Nightwing has a Fortnite glider."
No, that's true. He does.
Like,
Didn't he used to,
Green
like,
Goblin's,
doesn't
like-
Nightwing glide with like the wings?
He
Like,
used to
doesn't
have
he?
those.
Yeah, but he has to fly now. He has to fly.
Yeah,
he has to be able to go up and
You have the
down.
whole city
Is
to
that the
you know.
thing? You have to. You don't
He
just
can
you
fly. He's not gliding. He's
and
actually
Red Hood
moving.
was like skipping in the air doing a.
All right, so that was another complaint.
Mm.
They
Oh,
were saying Red Hood's jumping, his what they call like a spirit jump, I think it was, because he
He was
had
in Lazarus
because
pit.
he was in the Lazarus.
he was in
pit.
Lazarus pit, so he uses his spirit energy to like it's like a unlimited double jump,
Okay.
pretty much.
I mean, how else is he gonna get around?
That's a good point. Also,
But they all have
Video
access to a motorcycle.
no, but like
Well, they have the jet.
You
and
can't
the-
fly with a
and the
motorcycle.
motorcycle. No, they have
No,
a
you
plane.
can't
They have a
fly.
jet.
You don't
too.
need to fly.
They've got a jet.
to
too.
get to like higher locations.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's what the grappling hook is for too.
They all have that.
Oh, you have complaints there?
I have no. I don't have any complaints. I'm just saying it's like if
Chalk
they
was
don't,
typing this stuff out.
no. I'm just saying
So
if they
was
don't want to use that double jump, they have the motorcycle. They have the grappling.
There's
hook.
alternate
It's
ways to
like
do
So you have options.
you don't got it. You don't have to use it.
Like
But
if,
if you want,
Oh, I
well,
see.
if, no, and if you look at the demo, there's no way the motorcycle would have worked for that because they were both attacking enemies on top of a roof.
Yes. Yeah.
So
you're
he
right.
had to jump from one building to the next.
okay.
So I mean,
As long as it doesn't look like a stupid jump, I'm fine with it.
but whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
listen, I don't care as long as it's fun. That's
But if
why
it
I was
looks
asking
like-
about a
the
demo.
combat looked incredible.
If it
looks
it's
like-
fun and it's play, like I don't care if they take liberties to change up certain things for certain characters. As long as it's fun, I'm okay with it.
If it looks like 3D Castlevania, and you jump in the air and you're standing in midair attacking,
Oh, yeah,
then it's a bad
Well, yeah.
program.
No, it's funny.
Then it's badly
That's why I
programmed.
said just
If you guys have any questions, feel free to chime in.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll interact as soon as if you guys want to do anything. But were there any superhero games you were looking forward to? What about comics?
On Fortnite.
So Fortnite. Okay.
I mean, listen, there's so many characters
Yeah,
in
there's so many
Fortnite. They
characters.
put
They have
every,
everybody.
at this point.
They have
every
movie,
licensed
they have
characters
movie
in there.
characters.
It's almost like who isn't in Fortnite?
Me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you sure?
Fortnite. Yeah,
I
we're
think
not
we're I think we're the only ones who aren't in Fortnite.
I think
Yeah.
you could probably randomize our characters in there.
I didn't
We're
get
in
a phone call.
there. They don't call people. They just use you.
No, they
Talk,
They just use
you better talk to our agent.
We just see the trailer and we're like, wait, what? We're in it?
No, they get dances revoked constantly. Constantly. That's my dance. Get it out your game.
Yeah, I mean, they need to start paying the creators, but that's a whole other conversation.
You know how much money they make?
How much?
You know
Too
how
much.
much? It's too much.
Billions.
Too much not to pay the people for the dance.
Exactly.
Too much
Great
not to
example.
pay people. That's true.
Yes, it's endless amounts of money. It's
They took
ridiculous.
Carlson's dance.
Millions
And
of
they didn't pay him nothing. He lost his case.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't his dance.
No, it was
The
just
Carlton
TV.
dance?
It was known as.
It was known as
He
the Carlton dance,
popularized
but
it.
Courtney Cox did it in the Bruce Springsteen video back in 1980 something.
That was the first appearance on TV. The video.
So she should get paid.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
he's not doing it anymore. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because people everywhere told him to do it.
Uh-huh.
It was like tap dance now.
Yeah,
No.
but yeah, you know, it's like
I don't want to do that.
yeah,
Either.
yeah.
But it was he made it popular though.
Can
Absolutely
you
did.
imagine though? You go to a restaurant, you're with your family, you're like, let me get something to eat. Okay, do the dance.
Do
Like,
that.
Hey,
trying to
do the
eat,
dance.
I was like, well, I need a couple million I got for it, so you know.
I mean, if you
might as
have a
well
couple
keep
million
doing it.
laying around.
What was that?
I mean,
The remember it was like the old Simpsons episode when Bart Simpson was famous. Remember, I didn't do it.
I
Or
didn't do
whatever.
it.
And yeah, you know, everywhere he went, say it. I didn't do it. They're like, oh, it's not funny anymore. And then it's like not popular anymore because of it. I was like, wow.
Which is true.
I didn't do it.
But
It's like
not
it's like
popular
you're playing out. It's like Steve Urkel. Did I do that? It's like
Yep.
you know, you want me to say that every single time that I'm not on the show. It's like
Imagine having to do that like 50 times every time you go out anywhere.
honestly, throw money at me.
You got like they gotta pay you to do it.
It wouldn't even be worth it. $10.
But that's still though.
It
that-
won't-
Give me that
there's-
50.
I mean, they're not gonna. No,
You start not
No.
feeling. You start not feeling like a human.
It's gotta
Exactly.
fuck
It's
away
like
your soul.
It's like
eventually,
it's like you're an
That's
animal
true.
at a
Even if
zoo.
they
You're a zoo exhibit at that point. You know what I mean? It's not cool.
Like remember in Spider-Man, do a flip.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll do a flip.
Hey, Spider-Man.
That's like the most downgraded.
It's very dark. Yeah.
Terrible.
Entertain me, please.
Oh.
But it was funny though. It was a funny scene.
It was. Absolutely was.
Do the flip.
But you know that other dance that they had, the flossing dance.
Yeah.
That wasn't originated by that dude.
The kid?
Yeah,
The
that was
backpack kid?
not. Yeah, backpack kid did not make that dance.
I didn't think he did. I think he just perfected it. But
It was in like a boy band thing in like overseas or something. Somebody just did it,
of course.
and then he took it and made it his.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so he couldn't sue for that either. So,
That's pretty funny.
but that person who did it for the 2 seconds in the clip, I don't know if they got anything for it. But
I
it's
mean,
a
but
phenomenon.
he's still getting
Fortnite
paid
got
for
it.
it.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
you get famous. over
Fortnite
it.
got it.
So he's
Yeah.
great.
Catch me outside.
Oh, God.
They do. They have systems and things that bring back all the old schools things more so than not now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of retro systems that they come out with that legit play those specific games and titles.
Mhm.
So they actually do. Yeah. I think the last Pac-Man was Championship Edition 2, and that may have been maybe 3 or 4 years ago when that one came out.
Which one was the one that we played? It was the
On the
big.
channel?
Championship.
No, it was
There was a
Pac-Man
collection.
versus- it
There was a
in an
collection of
arcade.
Pac-Man versus in there. And
Okay.
that was when you could play as the ghost chasing Pac-Man. So there's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
versions of Pac-Man still being
Yeah.
made. They don't forget those. Anything that makes money, you best believe, even if you didn't hear about it lately, someone has made
Yeah.
something with that license.
They
Because
just
it's not just going to sit there. Asteroids, Space Invaders, Centipede just
Centipede.
came out
Yep.
like a month ago.
Was it Asteroids or something else in the eShop that was like it's called something Recharged? I think it was.
Yeah, they made a bunch of
but it was like
recharged-
$6 or $7.
a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
And Megan McDuffie made the
Yes,
music for them.
yes.
For some of them,
That's
not all of
right.
them. But I mean, I don't think
yeah,
it's
they
all
they
of them.
rehashed all those old titles.
But they made a ton of them. I was playing them. The Centipede one I can't play. I'm not good at Centipede. But it's multiplayer. You can actually play multiplayer at the same time playing it.
Really?
they
And
redid.
they changed the graphics. Looks a little better. But it's just, in essence, it's the same type of game. There was one game where you were a spider, and you gotta like dual stick shoot everything around you.
Right.
And I was kind of addicted to it. And it was like the oldest game in existence. I'm like, this isn't bad. This is about trying to survive right now. Because some of those, I mean, listen, Asteroids was never my type of game. I never really liked hurling through space and trying to dodge it, fighting gravity. But some of those games were simple, but they were fun.
They're popular for a reason.
Yeah, they were fun. And I never heard of
I
a
wanna
fighting
see-
game like that. I never heard of it in my life, but I'm sure it was out
Have they
there.
ever redone Yar's Revenge at all?
I probably named it different. I never heard of a new
I'd like
one.
to see it.
I never heard
I
of
gotta
a
look
new
into
one.
that.
I probably did, though.
I'd like
They
to see that.
probably-
That
they
was
enhanced
a good
everything.
Atari game.
What game?
Yar's Revenge.
That was
Yar's
a shooter,
Revenge.
right?
The funny thing is, the same guy who made that game, that great game for Atari,
minutes?
he did E.T.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had 6 weeks to design E.T.
He had 6
got the-
days.
Yeah, well, it
He
plays like
had overnight.
6
He
minutes.
had to make that game in one night.
That game was terrible.
that
Yeah.
was a bad game.
You remember that game?
Everyone remembers.
I thought
E.T.
I thought there was something wrong with me when I played. I was like, what am I? You fall into a ditch.
There was a landfill, apparently. I
Yeah.
think they did a documentary about it.
They dug it up. Yeah,
They dug them all out.
Microsoft funded that. Yeah,
They couldn't sell it so bad they had to bury it.
they actually. Yeah,
Wow.
You couldn't burn it.
That's crazy.
There's your home
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Garbage.
They should have just randomly mailed them out to people.
They should have shot it into space.
Yo, that's like
So they could throw it out.
That's hate.
Right into space. Go home.
Well,
eat
here,
food.
well, here, you throw this away. Here you go.
My God, it's one of the best.
That would have made perfect sense.
Guys, we got the 5-minute warning.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
shoot.
they are closing shop.
Uh-oh.
It is almost 7 p.m.
There we go. We're
You've been
getting
here
the
that
light.
long?
Yeah, we've
getting
been
the
here
light.
for a little bit.
Eastern Standard Time.
So in that
Eastern
case,
Standard
for anybody out there who doesn't know and is not familiar with our channel, currently our channel is not up
On
but-
YouTube.
Not on YouTube.
On
Yeah.
YouTube. It will be returning.
Yeah,
You have to wait for YouTube.
Everybody in the not in the know, our channel got hacked, so unfortunately it's down for now, for the time being. But it will be up eventually.
And we're on Twitch still.
We
Like
still,
right now.
Yes, we still are on Twitch. We usually dual stream. Right now, primarily on Twitch. But yeah, follow the channel, and whenever it's back up, subscribe and hit the like button.
Appreciate it.
And then, of course, you can also follow our streaming schedule, which starts off with the first Mondays of every single month. We do what's called the Indie eShop Recap, where we do reactions live of all video game trailers in the eShop. So tune in for that. Tactical Tuesdays with me, Alg857, where I play a puzzle game, RPG, strategy game, any game that basically makes you think. I play it live for your enjoyment. So check that out. And then, of course, every single Wednesday, except for this week, we did the podcast. This coming Wednesday is going to be missed, but we're doing it today. But Wednesdays is when we do our video game podcast. So tune in for that. The next time we are up, actually, we're going to have a guest.
Retro Ralph.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
And if you missed the party on Wednesdays, you could actually subscribe to us on your preferred podcasting platform and listen to the audio podcast every Sunday. Every Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget to rate and leave us a review because that helps.
Oh, yes, that does
Absolutely.
help. That does help, man.
And then we got Thursday Thrills with me, Stikz, where I play old school, new school, any school.
In school.
As long as it's thrilling. So be sure to check it out. I got
It's always
something for you.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Every Thursday.
That's
And
right.
of course, we have Fighter Fridays, aka your favorite day of the week, with me, Big Chaco. I'm supposed to play other fighting games and beat 'em ups and stuff. I only play Dragon Ball FighterZ. So if you're expecting to see anything else, you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
We have to tell them to play other games.
Yeah, they do. They literally have to put the other games in my console. Otherwise, I will only play Dragon Ball FighterZ.
It's true. It's true.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
We also have, whenever we have the free time, we do random streams of our backlog. So we have the backlog break. And then, of course, Smash-O-Matics, which might be done tomorrow. I don't know, because they have
We shall see.
a Smash
see.
tournament here
We shall
tomorrow. So that might happen. I don't know. Just tune in to find out. And other than that, I think that is all we have, guys.
Hell yeah.
It's been awesome being here. And thank you to...
Take care. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you to everybody who's good. Thank you guys in the
Thank you.
audience there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take a flyer if you'd like.
Yes. Please take some.
All
Thank
right.
you guys.
All right. And that being said, guys, it's been fun.
Oh, we got to
It
thank our guests too.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I was going to thank.
Got to thank
Paulie
Paul
D.
D.
Paulie D.
No, it wasn't Paulie D.
wow.
We got to thank Paul D, and we have to thank Kingsley from
Mid-tier.
Mid-Tier Summit Gaming
That's right.
And Pat for
And Pat.
inviting us to
for
this.
setting this up for us. Thank you
yeah,
so
man.
much, Pat.
so
We
much,
appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys.
And it's still going tomorrow, so be sure to check it out.
Yeah, man.
gotta plug 'em,
If you're in the
man.
New
You gotta
York area, man, come
Yeah.
through.
Cradle Aviation.
Meet us. Peace.
Later.